Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Ade, the veteran arcade soldier, back once again, putting out that energy like he's really got it. After doing 2 watch-alongs already today, we're back for the third one, which is Girona FC versus the big bad Premier League champions, Arsenal. So we're going to get into that shortly and see how the two teams are lining up. But I want to say hello to the few in the chat right now, which is always good to see. Jakob, welcome back, my friend. Jakob says, good morning, but we'll forgive your English on this occasion, my friend. Only joking. We are in the evening now. But anyway, it's all about hello, my friend. Hello to you in Poland. And I hope you are having a lovely evening, my friend. Hopefully you are well. And feeling refreshed after joining earlier on the last watch-along. Gary's in the building. Gary says hello to Arthur and Jakub. And Arthur, the main man himself, is here. And he says like and subscribe. Thank you very much, Arthur. And so does Jakub. He says it in Polish. Thank you, my bro. But yes, how are you gentlemen doing today? Well, I've already seen you all today. But how are you doing this afternoon stroke evening? Hope you are well. So yes, that is me. And that is all my energy now. I'm done. I'm out. See you later. Ugh. But honestly, no, we are back again for another watch-along. Feel free to talk away, people. And we're going to see if we can find the early team news for the Asna. Man, like Humble in the chat. How you doing, Humble? Humble says, early again. What's goody, y'all? We back at it like a crack addict. You know what it do. Football crew. Let's get it. This guy is a rapper. He's a rapper, Humble dude. How you doing, Humble? Hope you're well. And Humble, hopefully you smash that like button, Humble. Let me know. But nice rhymes there, my bro. Nice rhymes. So, a little bit of a Polish in the chat. Ah, I see. Nice one. Hello. And, well, how do we say this? Oznaka. Oznaka Teraniz. Hello. Tell me if that was right, Jakub. But yep, all good, all good. And what is that? So, what's that, Arthur? Ruby? Okay, what's Ruby, Arthur? Let us know. But nice one, Humble. Appreciate the sentiment, my guy. But yes, all good, all good. Right. Let me know how you chaps are doing. No ladies in the chat. Just the chaps at the moment. Chelsea, it's been confirmed. Chelsea have confirmed the signing of Welbeck. And Mikhailo Mudryk is going to return from his ban. So let's see if we can find the lineups as well. Pre-season fixtures. Let's go with the scorelines. Let's have a look. Pre-season fixtures. Okay, let's have a look. How can I find that? Arsenal. Arsenal Girona. Aha, here we go. Teams aren't out yet, not that I can see. If anyone has the early team news, please let me know. Arthur, how's your afternoon been, my man? Gary, how's your afternoon been? Jakub, how has your evening been, my friend? Let me know. And Humble, are you there? Hopefully you are well, my man. All right, let's get this going here. Right, Humble says, still here, lads. Good to see Humble. Humble, have you got a prediction for the Arsenal game? Let me know. Arsenal versus Girona. Arsenal away, which is a difficult game. And seeing as Arsenal haven't had much friendlies as well, there won't be much juice in the Arsenal legs, you would imagine. But of course, they are a strong team. But anyone, feel free to put their early predictions in. Right. So, Jakob says, what is your forecast? I'm not sure yet. Jakob, I need to see the teams. Let me see the teams. Once I find the teams, I will let you know. Yeah, that's all right, Jakob. It's no problem, my bro. We can do Google Translate. It's no problem. A lot of the time, anything you write, Jakob, I can kind of get a rough translation pretty quickly. So it's all good, my friend. And to be honest with you, us English, we're rubbish with other languages. People from other countries usually do better with English due to so many things like movies and TV and English being such a dominant language. But yes, Jakob, once I see the teams, the Arsenal team, Girona team, I would give you my forecast. Prediction. Oh, goody, bro, says Humble. Let's have a look. Let me see. Arthur, have you found the team news by any chance? Please let me know. Does anyone have the teams for this game? Hey, that's really good. That's really good, Ashok. Nice. Well done, my friend. Well done on the views and the likes. Blocks of Flames. Welcome to the chat. And what is that in your badge, my friend? Let us know who you support, my bro. The match starts at 7 o'clock UK time. So in 53 minutes, Block. Blocks, introduce yourself to the chat, my friend. It's a very friendly channel, non-toxic vibes. We like to get along, share stories, etc. Let us know who you support, Blocks. Lovely to meet you. My name is Ade, the veteran arcade soldier. Jakob says, you speak a little English. Exactly. Everyone does, my man. Man like Bob LFC, back in the building. How you doing, Bob? How's your afternoon been since we spoke a few hours ago? Hope you've been well, my brother. And Blocks, let us know how you are, my bro. Where you're from, who you support. Let me know, my G. Right, I need to find the Arsenal lineup. Has anyone got the teams? Let's have a look. We've got 31 concurrent viewers in the building. Can you people make yourself known? Say hello. It'll be lovely to speak to you. Bob said, it's been good. What about yours? Not bad, my man. I went outside for a little bit of fresh air, took a coffee outside, went and sat on a park bench and just soaked up the atmosphere and chilled out. Because I was feeling tired after the 2 live streams earlier, Bob, but it was all good. Arthur says, it's a B team. Arthur says, it's a B team. Kepa, White, Mosquera, Hincapié, Calafiori. But at the end of the day, Arthur, I hear that. It's still a damn strong back 4, to be fair. Ashok says, website name, please. Ashok, there won't be any thingy there, but we can obviously... What did you... was you not on Apple or Android? Which one was it? Timmy is back. He supports the Gunners. Man like Timmy. Welcome to the channel, my friend. We've got plenty of Gunners in the chat right now. You've got Arthur in the building. You've got Gary in the building. Cameron in the building, Timmy. They are all Arsenal fans. Welcome to the channel. It's a non-toxic place, even though I'm a Liverpool fan, my bro. But to be honest with you, most of my family are Arsenal fans. Most of my friends are Arsenal fans. So you are in good company, Timmy. Ashok says how to watch the match. Ashok, you're going to have to find out, my man. Or let me know, what is your phone? Do you have an Android or do you have an iPhone? Let me know. Block says, thank you. I really feel welcomed. You're welcome, my brother. From St. Lucia, my West Indian brother. How you doing? I support Arsenal, of course, and can't wait for the Premier League to start. Thank you, Ade. No problem, my bro. Well, you support Arsenal, but I don't. But I don't mind saying I've got admiration for the Arsenal. They are a fantastic team. And more importantly, they are a fantastic institution. They broke my heart many times down the years, I will let you know. But at the end of the day, football is about loving the sport and the game, and we have to appreciate things. But yeah, Blocks, welcome to my channel, my bro. And if you like the vibe here and you feel welcomed, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe, my brother. Your voice is always welcome here. Humble says, careful spreading the... Yeah, I hear that, Humble. I hear that. Camille, how are you, my friend? What time is it back home? Let me know, Camille. It must be what? 8:30, coming up to 9 o'clock, Camille? Let me know. Arthur says, Ethan Wanyeri, Max Dowman, Solis, and Gokares. That's still quite a strong team. Obviously not your strongest, but pretty strong, my man. So it looks like it'll be a good shout. But I'd like to see the two teams next to each other and see what Girona FC are packing. Macy says, hey boss. Macy, welcome back, my friend. Jakub, if you look above you, Macy, you have your Polish brother. This is who I was talking about. Parzyczowski up above. So Macy, say hello to Jakub Zielinski in the chat. Two Polish brothers. Hopefully you can become friends. Arthur says he cried after 89. I did. I don't know how old you are, Blocks, but I'm I'm a more mature guy. I was there in 1989 when Michael Thomas rushed through for Arsenal and slapped in the winning goal to take the title back to Highbury and broke my little 12-year-old heart, which was sad, sad times, my bro. Sad, sad times. But to be fair, it is what it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But Blocks, let us know how old you are and how long you've been supporting the Gunners. Are you on Android? Okay, so if you're on Android, then was I telling you this before, Ashok? Let me know. If any of you are Android users and you need a place to watch live football, born in 99 myself. You're a youngster. Don't worry, my bro. You're just younger than me, but you're still a mature guy. I hear that. But lovely to chat to you, my man. All good. And yeah, you're supporting your team. It's all good. I've pinned the message. So if anybody's on Android and they want to use an app, then feel free to go to this app. You can use it and you can watch the game if you're on Android. So there you go. I will leave it on the screen for a little while. But there you go. Did I miss anything? Camille says 8:11 p.m. in and 10:41 in Saudi in Sri Lanka. I hear that, my bro. Big John is back. What's happening, my bro? Hey, sorry everyone. Lost signal in the forest. What was the score in the last game? Man United won in the end 2-1. It was a good watch along. Man United looked very impressive. Man like Ridge Racer is back in the building. Spurs fan back here, feeling on top of the world after his 10-men Spurs defeated Chelsea and well deserved. Well done, Ridge Racer. Respect to you, my bro. Midfield was looking tidy, man. And boy, let me tell you something, Ridge Racer. De Zerbi had them man fired up. But yes, all good. Jakob said, since it starts at 7, I don't think the squads will be ready at 8. They usually put them out an hour before, but we will find them. But thank you, Jakob. What else did I say? What did I miss? Did I miss anything? So yeah, anyone wants the Android app, see the pinned message there, and there it is on the screen. That's what you need to be seeing. The pinned message is in the chat. Yeah. So the Ashok, if you need it, there it is, my man. Let me know if you want me to put it back on the screen. Ashok, have you seen it? Right. But welcome back, Big John. Jakob says hello to everyone. It's a very friendly environment, very friendly channel. And yeah, everybody is welcome. Block says, good looking out, my guy. You're welcome, my brother. Don't know if you need it yourself, but if you're on Android, hook yourself up. It is a very reliable app. Ridge Racer says, my guy, what you saying? What about this game? The Arsenal game? Well, we will see. I've had a good day, my bro, but I've done 2 watch-alongs. So the throat is already going, my bro. Absolutely mash up. Right, anyway, Arthur says, Spurs are the only fan base that celebrates winning friendlies. Ouch, he's throwing that shade. Man like Francis Oxbury in the building. Squad looks lit. Well, we need to have a look at this. Let's see if we can find the squad. Let me have a look. But Francis, welcome to the channel, my bro. Francis, please do introduce yourself and who you support. Let the chat know. We're all brothers and sisters here. Big John says, thanks, Ade. You're welcome, my G. Ridge Racer says, get on the cherry soothers. They work. I hear you, my bro. Too late for me to go shop now. I can tell you that. Right. Is these Arsenal teams out yet? Still not out yet. I need a proper... Let me quickly find a website that shows both teams. So keep the chat going, guys. All good. And don't forget, everyone that's in, smash the like button, please, and subscribe to the channel. Humble dude is laughing because my throat is mashed. Hey, yo, hey, listen, there's no funny shenanigans with my throat, so don't even try and pull that one, Humble. You can hold that. Right, on the Arsenal WhatsApp channel. Well, I'm not going to subscribe to that because I'm not a gooner. But hey, let's get the lineups up. Arsenal, Girona versus Arsenal, so I can show the chat. Let's get it up there. Here we go. Confirmed. Confirmed lineups. Mikel Arteta looking serious. Do they show the... And they don't show the Girona chat. So, where can we get both teams? Let's have a look. They just want to show the Arsenal lineup. Why not show both teams? Bit pointless. Reject all. Okay, fair enough. Can't see the Girona lineup yet, but that is the Arsenal team. That is your Arsenal team for this evening. So to me, I think it looks pretty strong, to be fair. I'll read the messages in a sec. Let's go through the Arsenal. Oh, that's predicted as well. We don't want that. I'll come back to that in a minute. Humble, loud my throat, bro. Arthur says, don't have to sub, just click on it. Oh, I hear that, my man. Mikel Artichoke. He's throwing shade. It will be live on DAZN. It says, Atto, what, they're showing the game on DAZN? Yeah, but a lot of people don't have that subscription, my bro. But welcome, my brother. How do I say your name? Man like Atoka. Who do you support, bro? Let us know in the chat. It's not as obvious as you think. Just because it's an Arsenal watch-along, I'm not an Arsenal fan myself, but I can appreciate that Arsenal are a fantastic team and the champions of England. So I will have to put respect on their name, even though there's some Arsenal fans in my chat that won't put respect on my club's name. But hey, it is what it is. Right. Lining up for the home side. Right, here we go. So we've got the Girona lineup. Just looking for the Arsenal lineup. Here we go. So, got it on the screen now. So the Arsenal lineup is there on the screen. In goal, we have Kepa Arrizabalaga. They've got Ben White at right back, Mosquera and Hincapié at centre back. A strong centre back pairing. Mosquera will probably be starting the season in the absence of Saliba. Hincapié left back. Calafiori at left back. Miles Lewis-Skelly, Wanyeri. Well, that's a bit of a funky midfield. Lewis-Skelly, Wanyeri, and Havertz, I would imagine, in midfield. Also with Dauman. It's a bit of a weird one, really. We need to kind of see the shape. Solis, obviously, will be playing off the left wing. Interested to see this new Greek winger. But is it going to... Well, obviously, Gokre's up top. And Havertz probably as a support striker. Let's see what happens. And as we can see the bench there, quite an inexperienced bench there. But people like Reece Nelson, Fabio Vieira back in the helm. I'm sure he will be departing soon. Ilya Meslier, the keeper in from Leeds. So very interesting lineup there. And now let's look at the Girona team, who are less familiar to me. They got Donny van der Beek, formerly of Man United. How that guy is still picking up a living. Alex Moreno's is there as well. Van Aert, Brian Hill from Spurs that originally. Frances, Fran Beltran. David Lopez, now. Paulo Gazzaniga, formerly of Spurs. Ridge Racer, I'm sure you remember Paulo Gazzaniga, your former keeper. Minsu and Lass. So that is the two teams, but we'll leave the Arsenal team on the screen in full. Right, back to the messages. Jakob says, you look like a Strelec, Addy. What does that mean? Strelec? Damn, I hope that's a good thing, bro. I have no idea what that means. But I'm going to have to go and check that out, my brother. I look like a Strelec, whatever that means. Let's have a look. Hope it's nothing too bad, bro. I hope Strelec means a very handsome man. All right, anyway, let's have a look. Anyway, welcome everyone to the chat. Like I said, make yourself known, introduce yourself, all good. What is a Strelec? I have no idea what that is, bro. I have no idea what that is. I look like a Strelec. It is what it is. Hopefully that's a positive. But we are where we are. So, looking at the two teams, I don't really know enough about the Girona side, but I'm going to go on a presumption that Girona obviously are at home, in their home stadium, so they're going to have a massive advantage. They're probably going to be fitter than the Arsenal boys at the moment. So but to me, the Arsenal team looked fairly strong. So I'm going to go for, as my prediction, Girona 1. If my keyboard works. Girona 1. Arsenal 1. That's my prediction, guys. Get your prediction in the chat. Jakob, what is a Strelec? Please let me know. Arthur says, only come as far as Nelson. Ooh, he's won it. 3-2, 97th winner. I hear that. Was that against Bournemouth that time? Please let me know. Oh, you thought I was an Arsenal fan? No. I'm not a gunner, my man. I'm a Liverpool fan. Don't get it twisted. LFC to the end. Let's go. But it's all good. We can enjoy it. We can enjoy other teams as well. It is all good. But yes. Everybody else, get your predictions in the chat and let's see how it's going. Ridge, have you had a good day? Etoka, let us know where you're from, my bro, and who you support. Yes, top 10 moments in 2020 plus for Arsenal. It was a good moment. I remember I watched that game. Yeah, and who else scored in that game? Wasn't it Odegaard scored in that game as well, I think. I think he scored the equaliser, no? Before, because Arsenal was 2-0 down, and then boom. I think Odegaard made it 2-2, and then, like you said, Reece Nelson in the last minute, I think. Jakob says 4-2 to the Gunners. Fair enough. Jakob, which English teams do you like, my friend? Block says, what are your expectations for your club this season? Mine, my bro? Oh, before I answer that, man like Kevin Johnson in the building, sneaking in, you never walk alone. Man like Kevin, let us know and confirm who you support. Hopefully, it's the Reds from Anfield. Kevin, welcome to the channel. My name is Ade. Many lovely people here supporting all clubs. Really good friendly atmosphere. Like and subscribe, my bro. Blocks, my expectation for Liverpool this season, there's a two-way expectation. At the end of the day, we haven't got signings in the door. If the season started tomorrow, Blocks, Liverpool will challenge for top 4. That's about it. Maybe a cup. But with some signings, if they get the right signings in, whether that's a Bradley Barcola, hopefully somebody like a Manu Kone, a centre-back that can cover right-back, or better still, a centre-back and a right-back, then I think Liverpool can contend for the title. But in all honesty, Arsenal are a big favourite for me. All these rumours of Vinny Jr. coming to Arsenal, Blocks, I don't think it's likely, to be fair. But even without Vinny Jr., Arsenal are still the Premier League title favourites. And if they get Bruno Guimaraes over the line, I think that makes them heavy favourites in my eyes. Hey, definitely the Redbird Nation, Kevin. Respect, my bro. Let us know where you're from, my bro. Are you from England yourself, or are you watching from overseas? Let me know, my brother. And welcome to the channel. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. Man like Big KJ. Oh, Jakob, you like Leeds United, yeah? Fair enough, my bro. I tell you what, whenever Leeds are in action, there's always something going on. They are a very fun team to watch. They're either getting battered or scoring goals. They are a very fun team to watch. And Jakob, on that note, Liverpool play Leeds tomorrow. So feel free to join me for that match. It's from Soldier Field, Chicago, home of the Chicago Bears. Liverpool FC taking on Leeds United. Let's go. So yeah, that's going to be a good one tomorrow. Hopefully we're going to see Florian Wirtz, Arthur's favourite player, and Isak back in action for the Mighty Reds. Hey, my Jamaican brother. Of course you support it. Of course you support Liverpool. Kevin, how old are you, my man? Are you coming like a similar vintage to me? The whole John Barnes era? Let me know, my brother. We know that Liverpool is massive in Jamaica with the heritage. And Kevin, I've been to Jamaica myself. It was about... Boy, it was a hell of a long time ago, Kevin. It was 30-something years ago. But yes, I went all over the island. Went to St. Thomas. Went to Portland. Stayed in the Grill. Went to Savlamar. I went to Ocho Rios. I went to all these places, my bro. It's still stuck in my memory, Kevin. Jamaica, a wonderful island and beautiful people. Much love to you, my G. Block says, you speak Polish? No. But I've got Google Translate on my software. It's kind of built in already. So I can chat a little bit of Polish. And, you know, basically, man, just being bilingual, trilingual, Duolingo. It's all there. Let's go. Jakob says, yes, I speak Polish. Kevin loves all the vibes. Laugh out loud. John Barnes. My favourite player growing up, man. Big Johnny Barnes, boy. Even though he was getting some rough treatment in the 80s. But, hey, it's all love. But, yeah, my bro. Kevin, lovely to meet you, my bro. Anybody else want to throw some stories into the chat? And like I said, welcome to everybody, all the newcomers on the stream. Loads of you in the chat. Feel free to say anything you want, obviously within reason. We steer clear of politics and we steer clear of religion. Try to anyway. But obviously, throw your bits in there and I will happily read out the messages. Make friends, there are some wicked people in the chat. So all good, all good. Right. Any other predictions for this game? And Blocks, you've been supporting the team. You've been supporting Arsenal since, what is it, 08, 09, you said? So, yeah, a long old time. At least you haven't had too many years of downtime and you finally got to see your team lift that Premier League. So, you're a lucky man. You're a lucky man. Some people had to wait. Man like me and Kevin, depending on how old Kevin is, I had to wait 30 years. Blocks, I had to wait 30 years to see Liverpool pick up that Premier League trophy, my bro. But yes, all good. Peter's back in the building. Before I read your message, Peter, let me read out the rest. Arthur says Florian Wirtz is my favourite semi-professional player. You're an idiot, Arthur. Right. Jakob says, I speak Polish. Yep. Kevin says, I know he got sticks, but he made me a red. There you go, my bro. There you go, Kevin. I'm with you, my G. Exactly. Life was hard for Johnny Barnes. But listen, in my personal life, and I've done some jobs in the past, I know a little bit of people that know John Barnes and that used to roll around with John Barnes. And Kevin, let me tell you that back in the day, in the 80s and 90s, John Barnes was in action. He was throwing it down left, right and centre, apparently on Merseyside. For real. A real G, the magical Johnny Barnes. Peter says, I bought a few Hampden Estate rums from Jamaica. What? There you go. And funny enough, where did I go? So many years ago. I went to I think I went to the Red Stripe factory. I'm pretty sure I did go to the Red Stripe factory, but I can't remember where it was now because the memory is fading. But no, honestly, Jamaica, what a place to go. What a place to go. And one of the biggest things that that makes me laugh is I remember being on a beach in the grill, and there was a white Jamaican with all the dreads and everything, and I was only like 18 myself, and I was young, had the dreads myself, and I'm chatting to this white guy, and it was the full-on Jamaican patois accent, and it was just throwing me off. I was like, what? But he was full-on white Jamaican. I was blown away. It was mad. But yeah, wicked times, man. Jokes. Matters Click is good. Who is that, my bro? Is that a player? I don't know him. Peter says, I used to drink cans of Red Stripe in the pub. Hey, Red Stripe's no joke, man. Strong stuff. But all good. All good. Ashok says, Real Madrid 2, Fiorentina 2. Oh, is that a friendly happening? I didn't even know they were playing. But thank you for the update. Anybody wants to throw anything in the chat? Let's get it. The Arsenal game is kicking off in 30 minutes. Like I said, obviously we're doing a watch along, so we'll be having chat in the background. I'll be commentating over the game, giving everybody updates. But of course, if you just need to see it, I'll put an app in the pinned messages. If you have an Android phone, you can use that and you should be able to find the Arsenal game. Ashok, you're gone, yeah? Good night, my friend. Ashok, make sure you smash that like button before you leave, my friend. But lovely chatting to you again today. And thank you for subscribing to the channel. And good luck with growing your own channel as well, Ashok. Lovely to meet you, my bro. Arthur wants to bomb the Ducks and what? I don't know what you're doing with all them emojis, my bro. I do not know what you're doing with those emojis, but no doubt it's going to be something devious. Right. So in the meantime, we need to find this Arsenal game. Let us see. I keep doing this thing where I'm putting out the what's it called? I'm putting out the stream saying I'm going to do it, and all of a sudden I'm not even guaranteed to find this stream, but I'm sure I will. Ashok said the time here is 11:13 over there in the pool. Yeah, you're a long way behind us, my bro. Oh, sorry, a long way in front of us. You're a good what? Well, nearly 5 hours in front. But hey, at least you're waking up in the pool tomorrow, a beautiful part of the world. But you sleep well, young man, and you look after yourself. Burnley playing Torino in a friendly. That is definitely different. Block says, besides YouTube, what do you do for a living? I work in the railway industry. That is my profession. So yes, driving them trains around. That's basically what it is, my bro. Your time here is 6:30, my brother. 6:30. A lot of background noise here. Nah, not TFL, my bro. Not TFL. But TFL's a very, very good, very good organisation to work for. Geez, them boys pay you for nothing. Big money as well for nothing at TFL. The amount of times you go on the underground and you see there people sitting down by the cubicles with a phone in their hand, chilling all day. These guys are doing nothing all day. Might open a little gate for you, picking up big money, free travel on the London Underground. TFL is no joke, people. It's a great little gig, but it's a very difficult job to get, for sure. All right, back to the messages. Oh, your mum worked for TFL. Fair enough, Arthur. Fair enough. All good, all good. All good, all good. If anyone wants to share what they do, feel free to share. Or throw anything else in the chat. Absolutely no problem. Need to find this Arsenal game. Where is it? Girona. Ah, here we go. Maybe it's too early for that to show yet. Hopefully it will start showing soon. Yeah, all good. So, the two Caribbean guys in the chat, Blocks and Kevin, have you been to England before? You've been over here, got family over here, I'm sure. Every Caribbean I know has always got a bit of family in England. Please let me know. Blocks, Kevin, please confirm or deny. So, Arthur, was that a long time ago your mum worked for TFL? Peter, how's it going, my bro? You enjoying your evening? Have you chilled out on the packing? Or are you done with it for today, Peter? Please let me know. Have you jacked it in? Have you given it the ESAC and said enough is enough? And Jakob, when is the next Barcelona game, my friend? Please let me know. And Ridge, did you see any of the highlights of the Tottenham-Chelsea game? Let me know. What did you think? Are you happy with how things are shaping up under Roberto De Zerbi? Please let me know. Arthur says 3-ish years ago. Fair enough. Well, obviously, living down where you're living now, not so easy to work in London, etc. Kevin says, never been, but family, yes. I hear that, my bro. I hear that. You know, it's a well-trodden path. Obviously, you're going to have generations in your family back from the Windrush days. I'm sure you're going to have certain relatives that came over from England. And at the end of the day, many of the people I worked with, especially of Jamaican background, maybe not necessarily so much the other islands, but honestly, Kevin, through, and you will know this, any Jamaican I know in the UK, these people will not holiday anywhere else. Whenever it's holiday time, it's Jamaica, bang. Never anywhere else, just Jamaica, bang. Where you going on holiday? Jamaica. Yeah, I know, you went there last year, I know. Yeah, I'm going again. Okay, 4 years later. Where you going on this year? Going on holiday? Yeah. Where you going? Jamaica. Oh, you going to try somewhere else? No, Jamaica. But no, it's all good. It's all good at the end of the day. I get it. People must be desperate sometimes to go home, see family they don't see. And a lot of Jamaicans I know that work over here, but they are building the biggest houses for themselves in retirement. So I respect it. Peter says, I will do some packing for a few hours later. I hear that, Peter. Block says, I've been to England, London back in 2012. Once to Sweden. You must have found that cold, bro. You must have had Sweden real cold. I do have family over there. Stayed in London for a total of 2 days and desperate to go back, especially since Arsenal won the Premier League. I hear that, my bro. I hear that. It would have been an amazing thing to come and see the parade and all that sort of stuff. Did you catch a game when you was over here, though? Obviously, you would have been fairly young back then. But yeah, did you catch a game by chance? But yeah, that's one of the things you've got to have on your bucket list. Try and go to the Emirates one day, etc. Catch a game. And Kevin, of course, yourself, get to Anfield. Kevin says, Spurs not looking bad. I'm telling you, bro, they're looking decent. I do have, even though I've gone early with my prediction, I think midfield, they're brilliant. Up top, suspect. Solanke, not good enough. Kulusevski, still out injured. Still don't have a return date. The guy's missed 1 whole year of football. Crazy. James Maddison, attacking midfielder, always getting injured. So, I don't know. We shall see with Spurs. I'm not so hot on the centre-backs they've bought, but they definitely played well today. I'll give them that. But that midfield is looking nice. Sandro Tonali, Kevin, that's the player I wanted for our team. Honestly, 100 million. I think Sandro Tonali is actually quite cheap. I'm not even gaslighting. That is the one player I wanted above everyone. But of course, Liverpool, we need a right winger. Or we need a winger, should I say. I'm not hell-bent on which foot. And somebody has to play this side, that side. At the end of the day, these guys should be good enough to switch flanks. So bring me that Bradley Barcola and let's go. A block says, I did, but that's defo on my bucket list. I hear you, my bro. Kevin says Spurs play with 10 men for what? Exactly. They played the full second half, more or less. I think Danzo got sent off on a 46th minute. Wild. But they still held out. Chelsea, they're going to have a good season. I'm predicting a much better season for them than Spurs. But it's still early days, guys. It's just pre-season. These boys are just getting minutes in their legs. So it is what it is. Ashok is still here, Ashok. Ashok says 3-1. 3-1 to Arsenal, Ashok says. Fair enough, my bro. We shall see. Remember, it's in Girona's stadium and it is Girona they're playing. So I don't think Girona is going to get turned over 3-1 in pre-season in their own stadium. Maybe if Arsenal was a bit more advanced in their pre-season fitness, but not at this stage. But hey, I'm going for the 1-1. We shall see. We shall see. All right, let's have a look here. Any other messages? Macy said, I've been playing games since 94 and because there was a cartoon about Captain Tsubasa. I don't really know what that game is, but fair enough, my bro. Fair enough. What was I going to say? Yeah, I don't really know what that is there, my man, but it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, there you go. There you go. Do feel free to let me know. Right, we've got the game on in 22 minutes. Give me a moment. Actually, Captain Tsubasa is an old Japanese football anime. Interesting to know. Right, give me 2 seconds. Just need to take a quick toilet break and I'll be back shortly. Back once again. Macy says 2-1 for 2-0 for. I'm not sure what you mean. Is that for Arsenal there, you're saying? We shall see. We shall see. All right. Getting nearer to kickoff. Got to try and find this game. All right. All right, getting close to kickoff. Got to make sure I get this up. Obviously, anybody wants to say something, feel free, and I will get it in the chat. Other live. Here we go. Must be here. Let's find it. Arsenal, 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 where are you? Real Madrid, Fiorentina. I think that was a game our friend was talking about. Aha, here we go. Football friendlies. Offline at the moment. Maybe it's coming on in a moment. We shall see. FIFA 98, what's that? The game? Oh, wow, that's a long time ago. FIFA 98. Boy, definitely wasn't playing FIFA back them times. Back those days, I was playing PES, Pro Evolution Soccer, the original top footy game. But anyway, how's everyone feeling for their clubs in the chat? Obviously, we've got a few Arsenal fans in the chat. How are you feeling for your team? And the Spurs fans in the chat, what are we saying for your team? Please let us know for the season. Plenty of you Arsenal fans in the chat, let us know your predictions for your club this season. Are you confident? Let me know. And Kevin, my fellow Liverpool brother, what's your thoughts on the season ahead? Do you think we're going to do well this season? Let me know. Yes, exactly. ISS was another version of PES, International Superstar Soccer. But yeah, that was like the Nintendo version. It wasn't really that great. But no, I'm talking about Pro Evolution Soccer. But yeah, there you go. Block says, I'm playing PES as well. eFootball is what it's called these days. Exactly. Now, but only recently. Before, I was a FIFA guy. Fair enough. I gave up. I was PES all the way till about 2013. 2014, then I switched over to FIFA, got into Ultimate Team, and we know what that game is like, Ultimate Team. It's like a drug, absolutely criminal behaviour. And yeah, then I played FIFA for a good few years, probably like 5-6 years, and honestly, I gave it a little miss here and there because I think it just kept going down and down and down and down. And now I haven't played FIFA in about, or whatever, EAFC, I haven't played it in about 6 years now. And yeah, I don't miss it, my bro, I do not miss it. I do miss the days of Pro Evolution though, before online, Master League and all of that sort of stuff. Honestly, that was the absolute business. Those were the days. Starting with your crappy club, building up a Master League. Oh, it was incredible. It was the best. PES 2010. I think I stopped playing PES I probably stopped playing PES about 2008. I kind of just gave up on it. It wasn't, I think once it got to the Xbox 360, it just wasn't hitting right anymore. And then people were starting to move over to FIFA more. But yeah, FIFA before then was, honestly, FIFA before FIFA 10 was awful. So bad. But we are what we are. It's a bit like life. Everything moves in cycles. We are where we are. But yes, very interesting there. A little bit of football gaming chat on the channel. And that's the sad thing, is that football, the world's most popular sport. And the football games for football are just not hitting like they used to, honestly. Somebody needs to come out of the blue and make a top game. Like Blocks, I tried to play eFootball a couple of years ago. I just couldn't get into it. But It is what it is. Hopefully you're enjoying it, my man. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I think maybe once you get past the getting used to things again, because I kept playing it like it was FIFA, and I just, part of me, and maybe I'm just getting older, I just couldn't be bothered to learn. Not a great thing, but hey, it was the truth. That's all I can say. But you think it's still hitting different these days, eFootball? Let me know. So, and obviously, anybody wants to share anything in the chat, please do feel free. It'll be epic to hear from you. All good. Right. We have kickoff in 13 minutes. And I still am not ready for this game. There, that needs to come online ASAP. Right. Arsenal, where are you? Aha, here we go. Come on. Oh, what? That is not live as well. What is going on? Macy says, to Barca, even now from time to time, you play. Fair enough, my bro. Fair enough. All right, I better find a backup plan. Because this Arsenal game is not Arsenaling at the moment. Right, we come back to that. I'll try that in a moment. All right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, scratch that. Better look elsewhere, just in case. All right. Feel free, like I said, to mention anything else. Just got to do some searching. What is going on with my connection now? It's all going Pete Tong. Right. 10 minutes till kickoff. All right. We may be in business. All right. Let's go. Let's find this game. Is anybody actually watching the game or just hanging with the watch along? Let me know if you're watching it and where you're watching it. Football friendlies, no. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. What's that you're saying there, Macy? Let me know. Let me translate that. Oh, the game is 34 years old. Yeah, well, respect to you for still playing it, my bro. Respect to you. Can I find this game to save my life? Jeez, no, I cannot. Live events. Arsenal. Wait, Liverpool man watching Arsenal pre-season game? Yeah, my bro, why not? Football's football. I don't mind. I'm not a hater, my bro. Let me know who you support in OT. Are you an Arsenal fan or a Liverpool fan or whatever? Let me know who you support, bro. It's all love out here. Peter says the proprietary nature of football on TV is a pain. 100%. And yes, brother, what? An Arsenal fan you're saying? Maybe I spoke too quickly because at the end of the day, I gave too many options. But if you're a gooner, you're a gooner. Welcome to the channel, my bro. Yeah, Arsenal, man. Appreciate the live. Big respect. No problem, my bro. Well, I'm doing a live watch along. Well, I say that even though I kind of failed so far because the match kicks off in 4 minutes and all my business has gone down. But I'm sure I will find it last minute. So yeah, doing a live stream watch along. On my channel, it's all about positivity, no toxicity. It's none of that sort of stuff. We're all a bit too old to be laughing and joking and bantering in a negative way about other clubs. Because people like to dress this banter up like it's all jokes. But when they're out here laughing at man's real life pain, it's not the one for me. But yeah, it's all about positivity in my life, my bro. Most of my family are Arsenal fans. Majority of my friends are Arsenal fans. So it is what it is, right? And every dog has to have their day, my bro. But welcome, my G. Let me know where you're from. From Hackney myself, I grew up between Arsenal and Tottenham myself. I could hear Arsenal scoring when they were at Highbury Stadium. That's how close I lived. South London, Croydon. I hear that, my bro. You should be supporting Crystal Palace, bro. Should be supporting Palace. But I hear that. You're supporting the big dogs, the Gooners. Yeah, a lot of Arsenal fans over in South London for sure. Yeah, that's my home team. I know, my bro, I know. I've been to Palace many times, man. It's a wicked place as well. Being a Gooner for 31 years, my man. I hear that, my bro. Being a Liverpool fan for over 40 years myself. So, yeah, it's all about some mature vibes on this channel, my bro. Plenty of us old dogs around. But, yes. I can't believe I've messed this up and still not got the stream. Come on, man. Stop letting me down. Advertise the big live stream and not even live streaming. What an absolute shambles. But I'm sure we will come through in the end. Keep persevering and you will find the answer. But everybody, even though I'm flopping so far, make sure you like and subscribe on the channel and help your boy. All right. I will come back to the chat in a second. Right, I have the game, so it's all good. Right, I'll unpin this one in the chat. If anybody is struggling and wants to actually watch the game, then feel free to go there. You can watch the game there. If you want to watch the game, you can see it there. But feel free to stay in the chat. Like and subscribe. Interested to see how Zolis does tonight. Dean Slade, I am with you, my bro. I want to see how he's getting on. Dean, welcome to the channel. Let everyone know who you support, where you're from, and who your allegiances are. Because at the end of the day, I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I am a football fan. But Dean, introduce yourself, my bro. Macy says, will you buy Capcom Fighting Collection 1 and 2? I might do, my bro. I'm on the fence. It depends how much time there is to play everything, my bro. Not always easy to find the time these days. But yes. Miss Lauren, Block says, had to switch you to the laptop and watch the game on my phone because I really enjoy the stream. Just couldn't leave. Oh, that's what we like to see, Blocks. I'm glad you're watching it in the game as well. I'm watching as well. Hello, Miss Lauren. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well and having a lovely evening. Just letting you know, Miss Lauren, I had a lovely quarter pounder for my meal. Just one burger, though. Not being a greedy boy. But yes, Miss Lauren, how are you? And please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Man like Dean, let me know how you're doing, my bro. Confirm you're a gooner and that you are looking forward to this game, welcome to the channel, like and subscribe. Right, let's get into the game. The game has kicked off. Let me start the timer. Should have got that done earlier, but let's go now. It's been amateur hour here this afternoon, but never mind. This is my third live stream of the day, guys. So you can forgive your boy for being a bit tired, a little bit rattled. But yes, the game has kicked off. We're a minute underway. So, on that note, let's see the action. I'll call it as I see it. Now, keep your messages coming in the chat. Arsenal controlling the early stages of the game. Looking very, very composed there. Lewis Skelly on the ball. Looks like he's filled out a bit. Looks a bit bigger, Lewis Skelly. Looks like he's grown a few inches for sure. Mascara at the back. Arsenal playing it around. Dominating possession. Calafiori with that sweet left foot. Passing it back to the keeper. Girona getting outplayed already early on in their stadium. The Arsenal are not messing about. They are here to party. Arthur, you would be pleased with this start. Arthur, let me know. Resident Gooner, are you watching the game? As the ball is played over to Max Dowman. Even he looks like he's gotten a bit bigger in the summer. He looks a lot bigger. He looks a lot more manly, actually. Wow. He has really had a growth spurt, Max Dowman, over the summer. Impressive. He doesn't even look like a boy anymore. Obviously, you see the young, you can see in his face that he's young. But yeah, decent. But Blocks, I appreciate what you said, my man. Glad that you stayed. So Girona finally have some possession. Seeing if I can find the game on my other monitor. Let's see. Nope, it looks like I'll have to stick with this one. Right, ball into the box, fired across the box. And Arsenal making chances. Damn, they are dominant already. They're Premier League champions. Played it out wide. Yo, man, like Steve in the building. Steve says, easy tomorrow. Leeds v Liverpool friendly. Easy win for the Whites. Super Leeds United. Steve, behave yourself. Hopefully you're back tomorrow, Steve. And we can watch it together, my bro. Feel free. It'll be good to see you as Liverpool slap your Lily Whites all over the place. Good to see you though, Steve. How you been keeping, my bro? Enjoying your day? And don't forget to smash that like button, brother. Hope you are good. All right, a bit of possession now for Girona. Getting their foot on the ball for the first time in the game, really. Steve says, you better be there to watch you eat your words, bro. All good, my bro. I look forward to it. Girona on the break. First time they've had a bit of possession. Arsenal dropped a little bit deep now. But I'm sure it's going to be that back and forth, the back and forth nature of, you know, footy. Footy is a story, and we shall see how this story transpires. Where can I watch? Check the pinned comment. Hassim Diallo, where can you watch? Well, it's a watch along, so I'm commentating over the game. But if you check the pinned message, it is there, my friend. And there is a link to the game. But please, out of respect, drop a like on this stream and subscribe to the channel. And if it doesn't work for you, then stick around. Enjoy. Have a chat with us while you're watching the game. It will be lovely to get to know you, Hassim. Let us know. You obviously support Arsenal, where you're from, how long you've been a Gunner. Let us know, my bro. There it is, Hassim. Check it there. You're welcome, my bro. Like and subscribe. New York City. New York City. I hear you, my bro. Alicia Keys is singing that song just for you. Welcome, my bro. How long have you been an Arsenal fan? If you are an Arsenal fan, let the chat know. We have fans of all different clubs in the chat. Please let me know. Been a Gooner since 5. I hear you, my bro. But hey, you could be 6. Only joking. Fair enough, my bro. I was live and born in and around Highbury, a stadium that you might not even remember. But yes, I'm not an Arsenal fan, I'm a Liverpool fan, if you couldn't tell by the colours of the channel. But I've got a big respect for the Gunners, and they are the Premier League champions. All right, Kai Havertz, fouling it, 2004, fair enough. The year of the Invincibles. I hear that, my bro. I hear you. So Girona now with Donny van der Beek, formerly of Man United, slips a nice through ball forward. Girona now dominating some possession. Floated out wide from the central midfielder. What is everybody's thoughts for Arsenal this season? Do you think it's going to be a successful title defence? What do you think? Havertz on the ball, plays it over to the left. Here's Zolis, the new boy. Gyökeres, making himself a nuisance as usual. Big Victor up top. I swear that guy looks like he's always unfit. Obviously it's his stature, he's a very chunky, formidable guy in terms of his physique. But yeah, he never looks fit. Never looks fit in my eyes. Girona keeper plays it out to the right back. All right, back into central midfield with Girona now. Donny van der Beek on the ball, looking for options. Over to the left winger, who tries to skin Ben White, and does. Ball fired into the box now. Girona, ooh, nearly get a head on it. Kai Havertz in the box defending. Good defending from Kai Havertz. Max Dowman now, trying to get the ball under control. Great feet from Max, but he gives it away. The young English starlet. All right, as for me, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Just need to plug my phone in. Absolutely horrific. But it is my third watch along of the day. So bear with me for 30 seconds and I will be back. All right, decent start to this game. Some pre-season games have started pretty poorly this summer, but this game definitely seems like a bit of bite and a bit of passion to it. But you know, controlled, not crazily aggressive. Just two teams trying to play decent football. Arthur says, "No Ade, no party. No Ade, no party." Exactly, and we don't need a party if it's with a man like Thomas. But if it's with a man like Ade, we need that party. Can I get a hell yeah on that Arthur? Right. Calafiori plays it out into midfield. Kai Havertz has dropped deep. Wanyeri on the ball. Ben White, right back. Hell yeah, says Arthur. Exactly. We need an Ade party, but we don't need a Thomas party. Do you know what I mean? Lock up your wives, lock up your girlfriends when Thomas is about. But anyway, we'll say less on that. Right, let's move it forward. Calafiori in midfield to Havertz, who has got a clear run through the middle, but gives it to Max Dowman, who cuts inside on that sweet left foot. Is he brought down? No, the ref says get up. Referee, I think it's a female ref. She is hella slow. Donny van der Beek plays it out wide to the number 24 on the wing. What's he going to do? Stands up Mosquera. But boy, there's no beating Mosquera there. He gave up and just put in an awful cross that goes off for a goal kick. A goal kick. Las Karuma is down. Or is that Karuma Las? The Mel Snell is back. Yo, Neymar just joined PSG for 200 million euros. Wow, you are quick with that news. The Mel Snell is back. Mel Snell, make sure you hit that like button, my bro. Much appreciated. So Kepa in goal, still at the club. I thought they would have given Meslier a goal. Kepa surely needs to be moved on now. Max Dowman now, charging to the left. To Havertz. Now Zolis, left side of the box. Chops inside, puts a clever ball into the middle, but it's cut out. Girona stab it clear. To the forward who's on his own in the half. I'll be back in a moment. Just need to double check something. Right, Gokres played in Dowman, tiptoeing in the box, and it's cleared for a corner. Very dangerous play by Max Dowman, but it's a corner for Arsenal now. Apologies, had just to deal with a quick emergency. Wanyeri's sweating already. Young Ethan, is he going to be given a chance at Arsenal this season? Max Dowman now, taking a corner with that left foot, but from the right-hand side. Play short. What was that? Offside there. Poor. Yeah, the thing is about with refereeing these days, they've got the female ref, she's quite a squat, short lady, and I don't think she's going to have the pace to keep up with a full men's game on the break. So I'm not sure about this whole, I'm not sure about the gender aspect of refereeing. Surely it should come down to someone who is physically capable to keep up. I mean, or maybe get a faster female ref, because this female ref is definitely not going to be able to keep up with the game, but she's miles clear of it. Right, ball breaks to Kepa. Ben White now. Arsenal tidy in defence. Zolis all the way back here. Turns. Giving away to a goal for a goal kick. All right, ball into the box. Here it goes. Havertz is clean through. Surely. And it's 1-0 to Arsenal. Great goal from Kai Havertz. And that is how you do it. They're the much better team. Much stronger. Much stronger than Girona. Easy, easy work for Arsenal. 1-0 to the Gooners. 1-0 to the Premier League champions. Too easy. Literally just ran through Girona like they weren't there. Impressive stuff, to be fair. Light work. Lovely play from Max Daumann. Even Daumann, a 16-year-old, too strong for some of these La Liga players. He just shrugged off one guy, slips in a lovely through ball. And that's how you do it. That is how you do it. 1-0 to the Asna. Easy guy. It was blocks. It was too easy. I was so how impressive was Max Daumann there? Just shrugged off that guy, 16 years of age, shrugging off a grown man, taking it on the half turn and slipping in Kai Havertz for a nice finish. He had a lot of time to think about that finish, Kai Havertz, and maybe the old Havertz would muck that up, but maybe this is a more confident Havertz coming back from the World Cup where he did score 3 goals, did he not? So interesting stuff. Once you become a Premier League champion, it adds a few hairs to your chest. But yes, let me know, other Gooners in the chat. Anybody else watching the game, please let me know. And obviously, anything you want to talk about, please do drop it in. Absolute pleasure to waffle on with you. Mosquera now. To Calafiori, to Wanyeri. This game is total domination by the Gunners. You would have thought Arsenal was the home team. Too easy. Ball into the box. Cleverly lofted over. Plays in the middle. Good save from the keeper. Could have been Arsenal 2 there. Girona need to wobble their heads here. Donny van der Beek turns sharply in the middle. Plays it out to the wide forward on the right. Peter says, Arsenal blue away top is very, very good. Better than their home. I hear that, my bro. But then again, you got to respect that normal Arsenal red and white kit. I think Arsenal usually do quite lovely kits, to be fair. But I know what you mean. It is quite a nice blue top for sure. Dark, rich blue. Jakub says, I came back. Good to see you back, Jakub. You get an old school Adidas badge on the away kit. I hear that, bro. Banger goal. It was a good goal, Arthur. It certainly was. You've seen it now, yeah? Are you watching it live, Arthur? Or have you just seen it online through the socials? Arthur, Arsenal definitely looking impressive. Very strong. Yako says, give it some rest, Girona. They need to put in some energy, you mean? Arsenal, total domination. Chicken Master in the chat. It was Kai Havertz, my bro. Kai Havertz. Good goal. More importantly, the build-up was amazing, Chicken, from Max Dowman. Looking so strong for a 16-year-old. Held off a big man in Girona's midfield. Shrugged him off. 2 foot. Turned on the half turn and slipped in Kai Havertz for a cultured finish into the bottom right corner. Chicken, welcome to the channel. Let us know who is your team, where you're from. Please let us know. And Chicken Master, welcome to my channel. It's a place of non-toxic and friendly people supporting all sorts of clubs here. I'm an LFC fan myself, but I respect the Gunners enough to watch them. They are the Premier League champions. So Chicken, let us know who you support, my bro. Goal kick now for Girona as I try and switch screens. Make it a lot easier if my normal system worked. Come on, is this going to work? Still not working. Right. So we continue as is. Mason Atkins, welcome to the channel. Mason, it was Havertz, my friend, after a lovely worked through ball from Max Dowman, who held off his attacker, shrugged him off, turned on a half turn and slipped in Kai Havertz for a good finish as they rushed on the break, countered through. Mason, let us know who your team is, who do you support, and where are you from, brother? And welcome to my channel, the Veteran Arcade Soldier. Max Dowman on the ball now in midfield. Lays it back to Mason says, Arsenal and I'm from England. Fair enough, my bro. I'm from England myself. I grew up, born and bred, Stoke Newton. But I'm not an Arsenal fan. I'm a Liverpool fan. But I'm still enjoying the game because we can all appreciate top football, Mason. But glad to have you on the channel, my brother. Feel free to like and subscribe if you like the vibes around here. Full Scope Football, can't access my PPV pass. Well, check the pinned comments, my bro. Full Scope, I've got you. Here it is in the chat. I've got the game here on a stream if you need it. So Full Scope, if you need it, there it is. Enjoy the game. Full Scope, drop a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel. Let us know who you support and have a chat with all of the people in the chat. So all good. Bro, Ade, that website said I had a virus. Well, you should be using a better browser, Arthur. But they all say that. Why? You should try Brave. Brave is a very good browser and it will keep you protected. Use the Brave browser. Normally, I don't use browsers to watch the game, but obviously I was caught short with the stream with my usual means. The good old hot branch from Amazon, from Jeff Bezos, let me down this evening. So I've had to resort to this channel. So it is what it is. But use the Brave browser, Arthur, and that blocks everything, unless everything that you don't need it to block. So check out the Brave browser. Arsenal dominating. Calafiori cuts inside, lays it back out again. Good play from Ben White. Slips in Zolis. Back to White. Back to Zolis. Arsenal toying with these guys. Wanyeri on the ball. Calafiori plays a 1-2. Back heel. What a goal this will be. Oh, that would have been a beautiful goal. What some intricate football from Arsenal there. Absolutely magnificent stuff. And Arsenal harass and press these guys to try and get the possession back. Very, very impressive stuff from the Gunners. X982AJ is cool. What is that, the Mel Snell? What is that? Mason, welcome to the stream, my bro. Hopefully you are well. Are you looking forward to the new season? What are your hopes for Arsenal next season? Please let me know as well. Chicken, yourself, introduce yourself. And Full Scope, introduce yourself, my man. Mason says, we will win that league. I hear you, my bro. To be honest with you, I do believe that you are definitely the favourites. You are the only club that had the only top club that hasn't changed their manager. Of course, you've lost Trossard, which is a big blow. But at the end of the day, you brought in this Zolis and he looks very impressive. You're about to get Gimares over the line. That will allow you to arrest Declan Rice, which is all important. So definitely Arsenal are looking strong next season. If they get Vinny, I think they can win it anyway. I think the only team that stops Arsenal winning the league next season is Arsenal themselves. Now, obviously, the Saliba thing is an issue, but Arsenal have the defence to ride that, I reckon. Even though the win percentage drops down when Saliba is not there. But let's see how it goes. Now, at the end of the day, we're going to have to see how it goes regarding that. But ultimately, Arsenal, I believe, as long as they haven't mentally dropped off, as in, you know what it's like. Once you win a title, it's very hard to reclaim the title in the Premier League. It's very hard to defend the league. But if Arsenal are hungry for it, truly hungry for it, in the sense of how Man City usually are, then Arsenal will do it. I reckon so. Sad to say. But it is what it is. May the best team win. Let me know if you concur with what I've said there, Mason. Wanyeri tripped, or nearly, bit of rough play on Wanyeri there. Kepa in the Girona half. He's come up and he's going to launch one forward. Not sure why they need Kepa to do this. We're on the 27th minute. Kepa, deep launch ball into the Girona half. Girona clear. Calafiori picks up and Arsenal have these guys penned in. Very impressive display from Arsenal so far. Ball into the box and it's put behind for a goal kick. And there we have it. I've got the stream up. Zolis has made it 2-0. 29 minutes. I missed the build-up, so I'll have to talk you through it. But yes, I have the game in my normal setup at last. So now I can watch this game properly. Zolis has got the goal. So let me describe it. What I saw happen. So here we go. Calafiori is bursting through. Plays it off to Zolis. Just outside of the box. He runs, dribbles, cuts inside. And launches a low daisy cutter past the keeper. Was that a deflection? Let's have a look. Oh, it's a deflection past the keeper. Bit of a tame shot from Zolis there. But at the end of the day, it is 2-0 to the Arsenal. The camera angles on this footage is not the greatest. But it is 2-0 to Arsenal. Let's have a look here. It doesn't even look like the shot took a deflection. Not sure what's going on with the keeper there. It all looks a bit poor if you ask me. Some poor defending, but it's 2-0 to the Gunners. What's this, a hydration break or they're swapping teams over? They've paused on exactly the 30-minute mark for a hydration break. Like we're back at the World Cup again. But it's 2-0 to the Gunners. Man like Aiden is back. How are you, Aiden? Hope you're well, my brother. You just joined us and it's Girona 0, Arsenal 2. as they have a hydration break. I'm good. I'm glad you're good. Hello, Thomas and Jessica. Jessica, me and Thomas are going to play bingo at my tennis club in Sutton tonight. Enjoy, Jessica. Hopefully you win. Remember, 2 fat ladies, 88. 22. 2 ducks. Good luck, Thomas and Jessica. But please, Aiden, Thomas, Jessica, make sure you smash that like button. Help out your boy. What time are you off, guys, to your bingo? Let me know. I hope you do as well. I'm rooting for you. And I hope to hear. Feel free to let me know tomorrow. Drop a comment on any of the videos. Let me know how you got on. Already did, Aiden, my man. What a guy you are. Absolute legend. How you feeling, Aiden, about the new season? You feeling a bit more buoyed after that nice morale boosting win over the Indonesia All-Stars? BG paff them up for you next. And then it's the real test. Bayern Munich and PSG. Jessica and Thomas, don't spend too much money at the bingo though. Be careful. Aiden says scared. I hear that, my bro. I hear that. Well, it's an exciting time, start of the season, where anything can happen. Remember, on the first game of the season, guys, anybody can win it. Obviously, not everybody will win it, but anyone can win it. Gabriel Jesus is on for the number 14, Victor Gyökeres. Has Gyökeres got an injury, maybe? I'm not sure. I didn't really see any niggles with him, but maybe they're just taking it easy, giving him a half an hour start. Right. So, Aston Villa versus Brighton. That's your first game, is it? Fair enough. A nice one. Always nice to start at home. I'd rather start at home to Brighton than away at Newcastle, I'll tell you that. Right, the game is kicked off, and we're back in it. So Hincapié is off for Salmon, and Gabriel Jesus is on for Victor Gyökeres. Probably plan changes there. So yeah, it is what it is. But it's 2-0 to Arsenal. Nice start to the match for Arsenal. Everybody in the chat want to have a little say hello? Anything you want to talk about, please let me know. Now I can concentrate on the game properly as I have my setup working correctly. So Aiden says, after Brighton, it is Aston Villa Arsenal. Wow. What a first home game of the season. But to be fair, Aiden, you guys do well against Arsenal. And you know Unai Emery absolutely despises Arsenal because of how they treated him. So he always loves getting one over. And I really like that about Unai Emery. He's got a real vindictive streak over teams that mistreat him. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Aston Villa turn over Arsenal in that first home game of the season, bro. You should be confident. Brian Hill of Tottenham on the ball, or formerly of Tottenham on the ball, should I say. Girona needs to step up here because they've been basically embarrassed so far. I think Arsenal have literally embarrassed them so far. Lopez on the ball. So Karuma on the ball now. Brian Hill. Aiden says, I hope Manzambi is back from injury. What's the timeline on that? And what is it? Is it a back injury or is it something, it's not, I know it's not serious. I just can't remember what it is. So I'm assuming that it's something short term. But yeah, hopefully for you, it's not going to be that long, to be fair. Ball played out, but way too hard. Way too hard by Miles Lewis-Skelly over to Max Dowman on the right wing. I wonder why Gyökeres only did half an hour. Maybe it's a fitness thing. Fabio Vieira in midfield now. Oh, he's got a knee injury. That's a bad start. Knee injury. Did he pick that up in the World Cup though, but they still took him? Because I remember he got injured in the World Cup. I remember that. I don't know if it was the same injury. Yeah, feel free to let me know. I don't know. Fair enough, my man. It is what it is. Gabriel Jesus looks like he's carrying a bit of timber. That guy is living his best life, picking up 270 grand a week for the Gunners. Harry Gallagher, new person in the chat. How are you, Harry? I don't need to ask who you support. He says, come on, you Gunners. Welcome to the channel, Harry. Let us know where you're from and how long you've been supporting the Gunners. Let us know. My name is Ade, the veteran arcade soldier. Welcome to my channel. Have your voice heard. Introduce yourself, my friend, and make some friends. Arsenal have been dominating Girona right now. Are you watching the game live or are you just looking to follow along on a watch-along? Let us know, Harry. Closing my eyes for a second there. Who scored the second? It was Zolis. It was a pass from Calafiore on the left wing. Zolis cut inside. He put a low daisy cutter. It looked like a deflection or just a poor shot. And the keeper kind of let it squirm past him. So a bit of a weird goal. I'm not sure if there was a very slight deflection. But either way, he shouldn't have scored. But he did. Well, I was born 84. So ages ago. My bro. I'm older than you. So we're both old dogs. But I hear that, my bro. Fair enough. Are you a Londoner, Harry? Is that where you're originally from? Please let us know. Sorry to be nosy. Just nice to get to know people. Like I said, my name's Ade, but I'm a Liverpool fan. But welcome to the channel. Even though Arsenal are not probably my favourite team, and they've definitely caused Liverpool a heartache down the years, I do respect the institution, the bastion of Arsenal Football Club. And they are Premier League champions. And they're playing some fantastic football today. Max Dowman cuts past one. He looks massive. Great play from Dowman. Sets up White, who is offside. Great play, though. Born in Arsenal, London. I hear that. I hear you, my bro. So you're London born and bred like myself. Big John Nugget, 71. Another veteran in the channel. Another Villa fan. Harry, I was born in Stoke Newton. So probably just down the road from yourself. I could hear Highbury when people scored when I was a kid. So that's how close I was to the Arsenal Stadium. I remember back in the days, you could walk into Arsenal Highbury at half time during the reserve matches, and you could just walk into Highbury and watch the games. Different times, my bro. Aidan says Aston Villa will sell Evan Gassand. What, to Palace probably? I hear that. Harry says who scored. First goal was Havertz, and the second goal was Zolis. And they have been totally dominant so far, Harry. Absolutely owning Girona on the Girona pitch. Because, of course, this Girona match is happening in Girona. And Arsenal are having these guys up. Harry, if you like the vibe of the channel, please feel free to like the stream and subscribe, my bro. But yeah, what do you think of Gassand, Aidan? Do you think they should give him a chance? Obviously, they put him out on loan, and he's won 2 trophies this season. He's won a European Conference League with Palace, and he's won the Europa League with Villa. Quite incredible. Ben White looks fit and healthy. Oh, you think he's rubbish? Fair enough. Fair enough, my bro. Well, considering he loaned him out, I hear that. Nice one, Harry. Respect to you, my bro. Hope life in London is treating you well, my brother. And what are your thoughts on this season, Harry? Do you feel you're gonna retain the title? Are you happy with the Bruno G signing that's coming in? And do you think you're gonna get Vinicius Jr.? Hey Samuel, how you doing, my man? My name is Samuel Vesely. I'm watching from Liberia. Welcome, my African brother. And who do you support, Samuel? Are you an Arsenal fan? Or being from Africa, no doubt a Chelsea fan maybe? Let me know who you support. Let me know who you support, Samuel. Lovely to meet you. I think we will come first, says Harry. I hear that, my bro. I think the only thing that stops Arsenal is probably Arsenal themselves. If there are complacency, many teams that win the league struggle to maintain it. Hardly anyone maintains the Premier League. Only 3 different teams have retained the title in the Premier League era. Man United, City and Chelsea. Nobody else has done it. Can Arsenal be the 4th team? I think it's going to be a top effort, but I think there's lots of teams that can win the Premier League this year, to be fair. I don't think you'll get Vinny as well. I know there's a lot of hype, but mate, I don't think so either. Don't get me wrong. I'm not even sure Arsenal even really would want him. I can understand the project of Vinny and wanting him, but ultimately, Vinny will not track back. He will not work hard for Mikel Arteta. Would he come in with his big reputation? He'll be the clear superstar in the dressing room. Would that spoil things? High wages. I'm not sure it's a good move. But he's obviously a fantastic player. Harry says, I'm on holiday currently. Hope you're having a lovely time, my bro. Aiden says, Garnacho played well today. Fair enough, my bro. But this is what Garnacho does. He comes in and throws one in, and then he has about 20 stinkers. But let's see how he gets on, Aiden. Hope you're having a good time on holiday, Harry. Enjoy the chat, my bro. It's a very, very friendly place, and there are plenty of gooners in the chat. Cameron back in the chat. Hello, Cameron. Yo, people, says Cameron. Harry, there's Cameron. He's another gooner, just like you. Cameron, you enjoying the game, my bro? Aiden says, one sec, Aiden says, who do you think Aston Villa will sign this transfer window? And Cameron says, light work. I hear that, bro. Yep, you are definitely making light work of Girona. I hear that. Another confident Arsenal fan in the chat. Arthur, how about you, sir? Are you enjoying the game, or are you just following on the watch-along? Arsenal are just bopping it around and controlling the game. So, Aiden, who do I think Aston Villa will sign in the transfer window? I think you need one more centre. I think you need a centre forward. You need a striker to give some competition to Ollie Watkins. Not sure who that will be. But the rumours are you might get João Palhinha, right? So maybe João Palhinha as a bit of a stopgap. So yeah, I'm not quite sure, my brother. Bob LFC is back. Yes, Bob. How you doing, my bro? Hope you're having a lovely evening. Nice ball from Ben White. Charges into the box. And it's cleared desperately by Girona. Harry says, Arsenal, Arsenal, Arsenal. But yeah, good to see you back, Bob. Aiden, what about you, my man? You're more in touch with the Aston Villa situation. Who would you like to see brought in? Who has scored? Bob. So 2 goals for Arsenal, both in the first half, well, which is about to come to an end. They've just had a hydration break. The first goal was scored by Kai Havertz after a lovely setup by Max Dowman. The second goal was set up by Calafiori, who slipped in Zolis, who put in a semi-deflected daisy cutter that went into the far bottom right corner. And it's been an easy night's work for Arsenal so far. 2-0 up as Max Dowman turns and dribbles in the box. He's brought down. That's going to be a penalty. Oh, ref says get up. Dowman looks around incredulously thinking, I've just skinned 3 men here, been brought down in the box, and you don't give me a penalty. Let's have a look. Max Dowman turns, goes past 1, goes past 2, cuts inside. Oh no, he takes a dive. It's a poor dive from Dowman. Should have went down under the first contact, and that would have been a penalty, but he tried to dive and cheat the ref. Cheeky young Max. But yes, that's been the goal scorers, Bob. Very impressive, though. This is Girona in Girona, by the way. And at the end of the day, Arsenal, nobody can say that Arsenal are fit, because I think this is their first game in the pre-season. And they look much fitter, much stronger, much bigger, and much better than Girona. Pretty impressive from the Asna. Right, corner coming in. Who's just taking it? Is this Max Dowman? Ball floated in. Not the greatest corner from Max Dowman there. Ball pumped long. Ooh. That should have resulted in something. That should have resulted in something. Kim Min-soo should have taken that down and raced clear, but he messed it up. So, pretty easy evening's work for Arsenal so far. So let's pause that and let's reset the timer. 45 minutes down. Arsenal 2, Girona 0. Easy work for the Gunners. Aiden says, I think we will sign Alan, the Brazilian you were talking about, and Jose Paulinho and Purvis Estepinian. That'd be a good shout. Estepinian left back. Give some competition now that Dina's gone. I was quite surprised that nobody else is getting Estepinian and he hasn't worked at AC Milan. So that is a bit of a strange one, maybe. Bob says, can't you get in trouble for sending the links to the stream? I don't know, to be honest. Can't I? Don't grass me up. Maybe I'll have to look into that. But yeah, at the moment, no. Arsenal Mad says, why was Gyökeres and Havertz taken off? I think it's just precautionary after the World Cup. I reckon Arsenal Mad. That would be my reasoning. Are you watching a game? What are your thoughts so far? I think when it comes to Premier League, it'll be more of an issue. So it is what it is. But I hear that, Bob. But yeah, something I need to look into that. Thanks for raising that. I'll look into that because I didn't actually even give that much thought, which I should have done, to be fair. But Arsenal, Mad. How do you think the game has gone, my bro? And I hope you've liked and subscribed. Harry says, your great cousin watches you. Who's your great cousin? Let me know, Harry. Bob says, would you take Ryan from Bournemouth? Bob, I'm not sure about him, to be fair. He's had an okay start in the Premier League, and he scored 5 goals in 15, which isn't a bad return for a youngster. But when I look at him, his technique does look amazing to me, and they want 130 million or this release clause. So I'm not looking to dive into that yet. I need to see a bit more from Rayan before I'm convinced that he's the real deal. But I'm not sure. He looks a bit clunky to me. What are your thoughts on him, my bro? Oh, Jay supports Swansea. So Jay put you onto me. Oh, fantastic. Nice one, my bro. Nice one. Yeah, he's a good lad, is young Jay. Cheers for that, Harry. Nice to have another family connection in there. Respect to you. I hear that. I hear that. Ryan is a bit too much, says Bob. Yeah, 100%. 130 million for that guy. Pfft, no chance. Not for me anyway. And at the end of the day, let's get... The thing is, though, it depends what Liverpool want to do. Are they going to be that risky spending that much money? Let's get the Barcola deal done. 100 million is a lot for that. And then maybe if we move on Gakpo, then we can bring in Ryan, maybe. But I'm not over the moon for Gakpo, for Ryan, to be honest. I'd rather keep Gakpo for the season. Harry says Swansea 1-0 today. Is that game done and dusted? Aiden says Aston Villa's going for Liam Delap. Ooh, Liam Delap. I'd rather you than me, my bro. Liam Delap. I'm going to stand on business. I do not rate Liam Delap. I think he's a clunker. I think he's a championship player at best. A championship player at best. I couldn't believe that Man United was looking at him. I was praying that Man United got Liam Delap because I don't rate him at all. How about you? What's your thoughts on Liam Delap? He's not for me, my bro. But who knows? Bob says, offer 130 million plus Gakpo for Elise. Bob, I'd risk it. 100% I would do that. I would do that deal. 100%. 100% I would do that. Definitely. That means you got your right winger for the next 6-7 years, and you know you got the best in class, the best in the world, him and Yamal. Bob, I would do that. In fact, I would bite their hand off for that deal. Harry says he said he will be there for tomorrow when you do Liverpool v Leeds United. Amazing stuff. He's a top boy, Jay. He's a top boy. Evan says, guess how much he is? Liam Delap. I'm assuming Chelsea, they bought him for 30. They're going to try and ask you for 50 then. But honestly, what is it? What is it, Aiden? If they're asking you for that much, you got to run for the hills, my man. Forget that. Let me know. 30 mil? Well, that tells you something. They bought him for 30 mil. They've used him for a season. He's English. He's a striker. And they still only want 30 mil. So basically, he's devalued in the last year. which is quite incredible when you think about it. I think that tells you the story. They want him off their books because they don't think they're going to get anything. Big John says £5. Yeah, exactly. I would not pay for. Personally, I would not pay for Liam Delap. 30 million. Absolutely no chance. To be honest with you, I mean, look, we've only got Isak at the moment due to, obviously, Ekitike being injured. But do I even want Delap coming on for free? I don't even think I do, to be honest. I just don't think he's very good. I don't think Unai Emery would take him, to be honest. I'd be very worried if Unai Emery takes him. Harry says, the news said Brighton are trying to go for Lucas Bergvall. That's right. And also somebody else was in for Lucas Bergvall as well. Was it Villa also in for Bergvall? Or somebody had a deal turned down? I think it was Forest as well. Forest maybe? I like Bergvall. He's really filled out this summer as well. Looks a lot bigger, more physically capable of handling the Prem. Good player, Bergvall. But for 40, 50 million, not quite sure yet. Aiden says, I want Aston Villa to sign Lautaro Martinez. Well, that would be a shout. I mean, at the end of the day, Martinez now, what is he, 28, 29? So obviously he's coming towards that. Well, he's in his peak now. But I don't think you'd ever get him out of Inter Milan unless Inter Milan are very desperate for the money. And it's a difficult one. He's a top player. He'd be great in the Prem, I reckon. I wanted Liverpool to get him about 3 seasons ago. But how much would he be worth now? Let me get those headphones off. They must be infiltrating the chat. How much would Martinez cost now? 29 from Inter Milan, their star player. Probably still have to pay 50, 60 for him. It's a lot of money for someone who's 28, might even be 29 now. But he's obviously, a player of high pedigree. That is for sure. Man like Blocks, what you saying, my bro? You enjoying the Arsenal game? Are you thinking you are going to do the business this season? After seeing that, are you confident even more? 65 mil, says Aiden. Would you be happy paying that? To be fair, with prices these days. Let me have a look at Lautaro, how old he is. I know it shouldn't make that much of a difference, but when you're 28 is still better than 29, isn't it? So let's have a look. Lautaro he's 28. He turns 29 next month. So yeah, he's getting on a bit, Aiden. He's getting on a bit. I don't know, 65 million? I suppose you're going to get a player that can play well in the Prem for 3 seasons. No real sell-on money there. Unless you sold him to Saudi, maybe. That's if Saudi is still a thing in 2029. But yeah, not a bad shout, bro. Not a bad shout. And obviously, it would definitely keep you in contention for those all-important Champions League places. Have you seen Aston Villa's away kit and third kit? I have not, my bro. Why? Are they shocking? Let me have a look. To be honest with you, who's your sponsor? Is like this Castano or Castor or whatever it is? I'm not impressed with their kits, bro. I'm not impressed with their kits. Let me have a look. I will have a look at them now. Aston Villa away kit. 26-27. Let's have a look. All right, away and third kits. Let's have a look. Oh, my days. All right, let's have a look. I can bring them up on the screen. So these are them, yeah? These are the kits. The third kit isn't bad. The black kit, I'm not sure what's going on there. I don't know why they're doing all these funky patterns on shirts these days. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the third kit. I mean, they're not bad. They're all right. But, yeah, the third kit is at least the opposite of the home kit. Do you know what I mean? Still got the claret and blue but just in the opposite tone. But yeah, what do you think of them? They're not bad. I just don't know about the patterns. I think if they were just the colours, without the funky patterns, maybe. But the third one's all right. Third one's all right. Nice. I hear you, my bro. Yeah, they're all right. They're decent. They're decent. There you go. A little bit interactivity there. Yeah, not bad kits. Not bad kits at all. Away kits looks like Chelsea's. What, Chelsea's away kit you mean? I still find it quite strange that Chelsea don't have a shirt sponsor. That blows my mind. It's a bit weird. 2026-27, Chelsea still can't get a shirt sponsor. Nuts. Block says they're too busy breaking FFP to be interested in sponsors. I hear you, Blocks. Man like Hazard 41, Dowman, always quality. I tell you what, Hazard, let us introduce yourself, new person to the channel. Hazard, let us know who you support. I'm sure it's the Arsenal fan. Let us know where you're from, and do you definitely support Arsenal? I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I'm doing a watch-along. And Dowman, very, very impressive. The boy is electric. I will give you that, my bro. But welcome to the channel. Introduce yourself, Hazard. But Blocks, I like that comment. That's funny. Aiden says, badge looks like Chelsea's. Let's bring it back up again. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, nice old kit. It does. It looks like the Chelsea lion there. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I hear that. I hear that. But yeah. That was a good one, Blocks. That had me cracking up there inside. I like it. They're too busy breaking FFP to be interested in sponsors for real. The worst kit design for me is a round neck. I hear that. What you saying, Pete? You like the old V-neck, yeah? I hear you, my bro. I know what you mean. Round neck is not the greatest as he sits there wearing a round neck t-shirt, but I know what you mean. Hazard41 says, Arsenal fan, big up the chat. Welcome. Hazard, it's a fantastic channel. I'm not just bigging it up because it's mine, but honestly, non-toxic vibes, friendly atmosphere. We're not into here putting down other clubs and doing all the dirty on them. A light bit of bantering is fine, but not when at the end of the day, our clubs are getting pasted week in, week out, and other fans are trying to jump in and pillory them. So yeah, my channel is about positivity, friendship, and making good connections. I'm a Liverpool fan. Welcome to my channel. I grew up in London, about half a mile away from Highbury. But yeah, I'm not here to hate on the Gooners. They're not my favourite club in the world, but I can respect the fact they are the Premier League champions and they are the team to beat. So, Hazard, welcome to the channel. And if you like that kind of vibe, subscribe to the channel and drop a like on the stream, my bro. All right, half time. Interesting game so far. Arsenal look very dominant. Very impressive for a team playing away from home. Their first game of the pre-season. And they're dominating Girona. Very impressive. Hazard, thank you for the lovely message. Big up the chat. That is what it's all about. Bigging up the chat 100%. Peter says, I think there's a next level kit from Adidas Y3. That's who makes Japan's kit. I hear that, my bro. Next level kit from Adidas. So... Which kit am I looking at if I bring it up and find it, my bro? Do you know who wears it? Or should I just look for Adidas Y3? Let's have a look, see if we can find it. To be fair, in the World Cup, Adidas Y3 is just a brand of Adidas, I think. Ah, I see. But they make the Japan kit, yeah? Let's have a look. I remember the Japan kit in the World Cup was very nice. Let's have a look, Peter. Let's bring it up. Bring on the images. Aiden says Aston Villa is going for Toyn Koopmeiners. Decent player. A lot of people were looking at him last summer. Liverpool were always being linked to him. Obviously, he's at Juventus. Is he at Juventus or is it? No, he's at AC Milan. He's either at Juventus or AC Milan, I remember. But yeah, quite an impressive player. I'm pretty sure it's AC Milan. But yeah, decent player. So these are the kits, Peter. This is that Japan one there with the mouse. That's pretty cool. That's a lovely kit there. That dark blue and black there. That's really nice. But yeah, some really good kits out there these days. Oh, the Arsenal game has kicked off. Let's get back to the game. I'll get the game going. Kepa kicks it out. Timer is rocking and rolling. Here we go. Oh yeah, he's at Juve. All right, I was right first time. And then I corrected myself and said AC Milan. But yes, you're right. Koopmeiners is at Juve. Yeah, decent player. What's the fee they're looking at for Koopmeiners? Strong midfielder. Box to box. Get up and down. And can lash in a goal. Just what the Villa need after losing Morgan Rogers. Man like Hazard. What's your thoughts on the Premier League season, Hazard? Are you thinking that it's going to be a decent retaining of the title for Arsenal? Please let us know. Peter says, it's the quality of the materials. Y3 is the next step up from regular Adidas clothing. Ah, so it's a bit more quality. I see. You kind of need that because some of these football shirts are flimsy as anything. Aiden says, don't know, but you've reckoned now maybe about 55 million. Bro, it's like football these days. Who isn't 50 million these days, right? Everyone minimum is 50 million. All right, Ben White on the free kick here. Back to Kepa. Who's this youngster that's come on? Arsenal have made a sub. Need to see who that is. I've just been watching The Rookie on Amazon Prime. Any good? Trying to find out who this Arsenal youngster is at the back. Young Salmon at the back. They got a young Salmon. I hear that, my bro. The Rookie. Has that got thing in? Nathan Fillion, the actor. Looks a bit like Nathan Drake. Is that the guy? Nathan Drake from Uncharted. Kind of looks like him. This young player for Arsenal, Salmon. Anyone know him in the chat? He looks very young. Young Salmon. Can he jump off? Can he jump? Leap in the air like a salmon? That is the question. And what position is he? Centre back, yeah. Centre back. This young kid Salmon. Little clearance there. Any Arsenal fans in the chat? Educate me about this young guy called Salmon. We're going to see if he can leap. Brian Hill with the corner from the left-hand side. Floats it into the box. Is that Salmon again with a clearance? Beltran now puts it wide. And nobody can get on it. Looks like another corner. Bit of pressure now from Girona at last. They stepped up. Felt a bit of shame for their poor performance. Aiden says Majo scored today for Villa. Yep, he scored the third one. We heard in the chat. He looks like a beast. Maybe he can come in. Oh, and there it is. 2-1. The pressure was coming on from Girona. Good header. And they want to get on with the game now. Laps defending from Arsenal. Maybe it's due to the changes they made. Young Salmon coming in at the back. Martinez, the goal scorer, is 2-1 to Arsenal. Block says, Ade, you seem to know quite a few games with that Nathan Drake reference. Bro, look at the name of my channel. It's called The Veteran Arcade Soldier. That was my life as a childhood. Sorry, that was my life in childhood. Playing video games and playing football. And here I am all these years later. Playing video games and doing football. So yeah, that's what it's all about for me. And yes, I like how you worked out that reference. Nathan Fillion. And he definitely looks like Nathan Drake. Especially if you look up Nathan Fillion from about 15, 20 years ago. That guy's a dead ringer for Nathan Drake. 100%. But I like the way you caught that, my bro. Real G's in the building. Majo scored today for Aston Villa. That's it, my bro. He did. You must be optimistic for him for the next season. Like I said on my commentary the other day, he looks like the young midfield version of Lukaku. Looks like an absolute unit. Blocks, do you play games yourself, my bro? Let me know what you're into. Uncharted is one of my favourite gaming series. But what I play myself is, I'm a big Street Fighter fan. I play Street Fighter 6 at quite a competitive level. Master rank, I will have you know. I play with my Ken at Master. And I play M. Bison at High Master level. Boom. Bob says, prediction of Leeds v Liverpool. Interesting, Bob. Well, we're 2 out of 2 so far in the pre-season. Let's see how we get on. I need to see the lineups, but I'm going to be confident and say it's going to be a Liverpool win. I think we're getting the job done. 2-1 tomorrow. Chicago, home of Chicago Bears, Soldier Field. What about you, Bob? Let me know. Girona have the bit between their teeth. Miles Lewis Skelly. Looks like he fouled the player there. Who gets the foul? Who did the referee give it to? I play Halo and open world games. I hear that. I hear that, Aiden. I hope a standout 3-0 win. I hope so, my bro. But you got to remember, Bob, we still don't have a recognised senior centre-back. So we're going to be going into that game with 2 young centre-backs again. We kept a clean sheet last time. Let's hope we can do it again. Block says, oh man, I'm a video game adept. I hear that. Good at anything I touch as long as I like it enough. This guy, you sound like me. Oh my days, what a finish that is. Max Dowman, what a goal. Absolutely ran through their midfield like it was nothing and slapped it in from 22 yards out. So impressive. This guy is looking like the absolute real deal. Max Dowman. Max Dowman makes it 3-1. Very impressive. Slapped it into the bottom corner, leaving Gazaniga stranded. I'll answer that. Let me finish that message before I answer. A bit of a retro gamer though, so I love old school PS1, PS2, GameCube, Game Boy stuff. I hear you, my bro. So you're quick with the old learning and whatnot. I hear you, my bro. That was me, my bro. When I should have been at secondary school, I was in the arcades playing Street Fighter 2 like an absolute fool. But hey, it is what it is. And this is why these days I can still rip a mean sure you can at the last second and catch a man off guard. That's what it's all about. But I hear you, man. Love that you love your video games. Bob says, would you sell Endo? We wouldn't really get anything for him, Bob. If he can come back and be fit, we might as well use him in cup games if he's happy. Plus, we can use him as an emergency centre-back as well. So when people say we don't have a centre-back, what people don't realise, Bob, maybe you do, is that Endo has spent half of his career games as a centre-back. And that is a fact. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but by trade, he's either a CDM or a centre-back. He's played well over 220 games at centre-back. So he knows the role. Now, does he fit that for the Premier League? Probably not. But you can use him at a push. Blocks likes my little analogy there. That last minute, sure you can. Bob says, Dalman or Ingamoa? I don't really get into the player comparisons. I think it's a little bit... They're both great players. But to be fair, Max Dowman at 16, he's only a year younger than Rio Ingamoa. Max Dowman is ahead of where Rio was at 16. But at the moment, Rio is ahead of Max Dowman, if that makes sense. But it's all about ages. I think they're both comparable England stars. And Gabriel Jesus makes it 4-1. Arsenal tearing through Girona. I think ultimately Girona have come out with a rocket and they've expelled too much energy. They're going too much for it. They're too desperate to come back and they've left some mad holes open at the back. Ben White slips in Gabriel Jesus with a decent finish and it's 4-1. Goes from nowhere. Jesus. Endo jumps like a salmon. He certainly does. But Gabriel Jesus finished like a salmon there. Finished his dinner. It is 4-1 indeed. Yes, it is. Gabriel Jesus looking very, very happy there. Girona are devastated. Arsenal demolishing these guys. And only 10 minutes into the second half. Embarrassing for Girona at home in a pre-season friendly. Shocking stuff. You don't want to be getting turned on. You don't want to be getting turned over at home. 4-1 in your own stadium. Especially when you are fitter or so-called fitter than the other team. Arsenal are just bigger, fitter, faster and better than Girona. Right, keep the chat going, guys. Anything you want to mention, I am here for it. Give me 2 seconds, though. I'll be back in a second. All right, let's pick these messages back up. Here we go. Let me get my face back on the screen. The score is 4-1 to the Arsenal. Aiden says, Leon Bailey is close to signing for Hull City. Yes, I read that a few days ago. Still hasn't been done, though. That's a great signing for Hull. It's amazing. When you think about Leon's season, what was Leon Bailey's season, 2 or 3 years ago? What did he get? Something like 11 goals, 10 assists? It was actually an amazing season. You thought that might be the making of him at 25, but he just has not kicked on. Cluffy in the building. Who scored the Arsenal goals? Hello, Cluffy. I will tell you who scored them. First goal was Kai Havertz after good work from Dauman. Then it was Zolis, the new left winger. Third goal, I cannot remember. Third goal was Dauman. And the fourth goal was Gabriel Jesus. So 4 different scorers for the Arsenal. Full Scope has dropped it there. Thank you. I already said it, but thank you, my bro. Cluffy, who do you support, my bro? Where are you from? With a name like Cluffy? Let me know, my bro. Welcome to the channel. First time we've spoken. My name is Ade, the veteran arcade soldier. It's a very non-toxic channel. Very friendly. Plenty of friends to be made. And you're a Gunners fan yourself? You're born and bred Londoner like me? Please let me know. You can tell by my accent where I'm from, but you would be surprised to know that I'm a Liverpool fan. What can I say? The North East, mate. I hear that, Cluffy. I hear that. I hear that, my bro. From North East. I didn't think there was any Arsenal fans up there, bro. Let me know. Did you move up there? Or have you always been from that way? But lovely to have you in the chat, my friend. Everyone is welcome. No matter who you support, where you're from, your colour, your race, your creed. It's all good on my channel. But like I said, you can tell by my accent that I'm a Scouser. But it is what it is. Loads up here, mate. Fair enough, my bro. Fair enough. Interesting. I'll tell you what, before a couple of years into the Arteta reign, I walked around London when I used to live in London. I didn't see an Arsenal shirt for anything. But as soon as Arteta got them back in challenging, I'm seeing Arsenal shirts everywhere. Arsenal fans popping up all over the place. But it is what it is. Cluffy says, I've lived all over when I was younger. I hear you, my bro. I hear that. Lovely to hear that, my man. I'm just outside of London these days, but I'm born and bred Stoke Newton in London. Lived about half a mile growing up from Highbury Stadium. And there is a chance. Good save from Kepa there. But welcome to the channel, my bro. Welcome to the channel. If you like the sound of it and you like the vibe, then do please like the stream and subscribe. But you appreciate a Northerner or you're an apprentice Northerner. Proper. Exactly, mate. I hear that. Proper Northerner. I hear you, my bro. I'm a proper Londoner. But yeah, there you go. Autocorrect. Oh yeah, I did wonder where that was going. But I hear you, my bro. Proper. All good, my bro. All good. So you don't fancy a bit of Newcastle? None of the Sunderland Tyne Weir stuff. None of the Middlesbrough. You're all about the Asna. But what's your thoughts on the season? And anyone else want to talk about the Gunners, seeing as we're on the Gunners stream? I hear that, my bro. I hear that you weren't fancying none of them northeastern clubs. I hear that, my bro. I hear that. Depends on who we bring in. Fair enough. You're probably the first Arsenal fan to say that. Obviously, you brought in this Zolis, this left winger. He looks pretty good. Decent record from Club Brugge. Pretty good player. And Trossard, as good as he was, not a bad move on. You've had good service from Trossard for 3 seasons now. You got most of your money back. He scored clutch goals. But Zolis is a younger, hungrier player. I think if you get Bruno Guimaraes, I think that's it. Job done for next season. Cluffy says, my dad's a Liverpool supporter. I understand it. Liverpool supporters. We indoctrinate every family. Every family has a Liverpool fan. There it is. The mighty Reds. Let's go. But yeah, every family has a Liverpool fan. I swear that is a fact. Liverpool being one of the biggest clubs in world football. The Mel Snow says, breaking news. George Patterson just got sacked. Jesus, that is some breaking news. Mel Snell, you are always slow to deliver. And that's why we love you around here. You absolute clown. We need a little bit more up the top end. But this is the thing, Cluffy. I hear what you're saying. But everyone said that last season about Arsenal. But at the end of the day, they still got the job done. Did you know that from your front 4 players last season, you got, I mean, this is your wingers, by the way. Saka, Madueke, Martinelli, and Leandro Trossard, your 4 wingers. You got 19 league goals. 19. Salah could get that on his own, but you still won the league. So ultimately, I hear what you're saying. Cluffy says, yeah, Michael Thomas was brilliant. This guy. And do you know what got on my nerves? Hold on. Ball into the box, surely. Kepa. Ropey save from Kepa. Could have been 4-2. Yeah, anyway, you're hitting me with the Michael Thomas. You know what really cheesed me off about Michael Thomas? That really upset me as a kid when that happened. And then a year later, Liverpool go and buy Michael Thomas. But at least there was a happy ending. Michael Thomas, I'll have you know, won you the title, but he's still a Liverpool fan. Because he went on to play for Liverpool. Oh, good save from Kepa there. Michael Thomas went on to play for Liverpool, scored for Liverpool in the 1992 FA Cup final, bringing the FA Cup home to Anfield. And Michael Thomas still lives in Anfield, still lives in Liverpool. And even though he scored you a title-winning goal for Arsenal, he's actually a Liverpool fan. Hold that. Oh, I see. Does it really? Oh, sorry, my man. Don't use it then, my bro. Don't use it. I think in the future, I'll have to stop posting things in there. Maybe I can point towards the app, but maybe not towards actual sites themselves. But forgive me, I'm new to the YouTube vibe. But let's go. Oh, who is this Arsenal keeper? I thought it was Kepa. It's not. Clive says, in my opinion, we need rid of Kai Havertz. He took his goal nicely today, to be fair. But he's on a massive contract. No, he's not going anywhere. Who's going to buy Kai Havertz? You bought him for 65 million. After Chelsea bought him for 70. Anyone wants Kai Havertz at 26. You're going to have to be looking at 60 mil. He's not my type of player either, to be fair. And for me, he's a good player, but really he's an attacking midfielder. So use him in his position. He's not a striker. I would basically try and get him up to speed and maybe try and sell him back to maybe see if Bayern Munich want to come in for him one day. But yeah, he's just a bit of a, not a nothing player, but he's just not a player's player. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, at the end of the day, he is effective when he's on it. But it's just that he's not on it enough, Cluffy. But great chat so far. Enjoying meeting plenty of you Gooners today. Absolutely top stuff. Yeah, Peter, there you go. Did you know that one, Peter, about Michael Thomas? Thank you, my bro. You know, bro, we're always swapping those stories, Peter. But yep, that is a fact. Read some many things about Michael Thomas. Seen a few interviews as well. He is a Red. As in a Liverpool Red. Cluffy says, I hope Odegaard picks up this season. Mate, this is my thing in the chat I was saying a few days ago. I know I said it today, actually. But I've repeated it many times about Odegaard. Fine player 3 or 4 years ago when he had that amazing season when he scored 14, 15 league goals that season. But he had that nasty ankle injury. Free kick there from Arsenal. The number 24, is that Reece Nelson? Not sure who the number 24 is for Arsenal. But yeah, very bad for him last year. I think he's He's not done at the top level, of course not. But I think he's lost something. That ankle injury he suffered about 2.5 years ago, he's never been the same player since. Never been the same player. And I don't see the point of having a... I don't see the point of having Eza and not using him. And Odegaard, he did have a good World Cup, to be fair, Odegaard. So, but then again, is it standard of opposition? Right, great play there. Ball played into the box and put just wide by Gabby Jesus. Clive says, who would you say was Liverpool's best ever player? Peter won't like this. Peter above you is a Liverpool fan. But in my eyes, it's Stevie G. Steven Gerrard. The man that could do it all. Run from midfield. Dominate a game. Control a game. At his best. Turn the impossible into possible. Open up the rucksack on his back. And he'll put the whole team in. Carry you to victory. Turned around. 3-0 against against AC Milan Istanbul. On his own, by the way. Absolutely on his own. A year later, Liverpool dead and buried. Last minute, Gerrard. They called it the Gerrard final. Who has ever had an FA Cup final named after him? The Gerrard final. Stevie G, the man who does it all. Including what Arthur says there, slip and slide. Whatever. I'm not having it. At the end of the day, if you know, you know. If you grew up in England in the 60s, 70s and 80s, you will know about Roy of the Rovers. And Gerrard is the embodiment of Roy of the Rover stuff. Honestly, when that guy was born and he made it onto a football pitch, it was literally the Scouse version of Roy of the Rovers. So I'd say if he didn't get injured, Mikel Owen would be the best ever striker in my opinion. He was brilliant. Do you know something there? I'm a massive fan of Mikel Owen. A lot of Liverpool fans despise him for what he went on to go and do. But at the end of the day, he was next level. 22 years of age, Ballon d'Or winner. Absolutely incredible. Now, of course, he is never going to be the most skillful player, but he would have gone on to be England's all-time goal scorer. But relying on that pace, and when his hamstrings pinged when he was 24 in that sad, fateful day, he was never the same player after that. And it's unfortunate as well, because if that happened to a young Mikel Owen now, modern techniques and surgery so much better now, they probably would have saved Owen's career. But really, he was kind of washed up at 25, 26, which is a shame, because up until that first injury, he was absolutely unstoppable. Grease lightning, the boy. I loved Mikel Owen. And I managed to meet him once as well. I'm going to drop a story on my channel where I shook hands with Mikel Owen. Right, this game is well, it's not much of a game. Arsenal still dominating majority of the play. Girona running around like headless chickens. And Arsenal just controlling possession. Demel Snell says, we do not let this effing slip now. You fool. I don't go off Ballon d'Or because of that one time Henry should have won it. But Nedved did with a lot less stats. I hear that. I mean, I've never placed much faith on the Ballon d'Or. But at the end of the day, if you win it, you've got to still be a top player. But yeah, I mean, there are some weird things with the Ballon d'Or. Certain decisions. Luka Modric that year. Luka Modric is a top player, but best player in the world, never. But it's a strange one. It's a strange one, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Ball across the box here. Arsenal looking for a fifth. Rodri wins the Ballon d'Or. Weird stuff. Well, he was great that season, but that wasn't really the best. Well, to be fair, who else could have won it that year? It was going to be him or Vinicius Jr. And to be honest with you, I didn't have a problem with Rodri winning it. They won the treble that year. Was that the treble winning season? Yeah, Rodri that way. Yeah. Can never be the best player in the world if you ever played for Tottenham. Ooh. But he was out with the ACL. But yeah, when he got the trophy, he was. But remember, it's not based on what he winning at your fitness at the time. It was for your previous season, you know. So, Robbery or Vinny? I assume you're talking about Ribery that season when he should have won it or could have won it. Nah, Vinny Jr. Nah, no chance. No chance. Peter says, seen Mikel Owen and Rooney on Dynamo, the magician from their United days. I hear that. And what I liked is when you see players like Rooney and Owen together. Now, of course, Wayne Rooney is an all-round better player than Mikel Owen. But as a striker, a man that's going to put it in the goal, Mikel Owen all day long. And I loved it seeing their interview together where Mikel Owen backed him and said, no, I'm better than Wayne Rooney. And Wayne Rooney's looking at him like, you sure, bruv? And Wayne Rooney's thinking, I'm better than you. But that's the mentality of these guys, elite. They thought they were the guys, and they were the guys. But it is what it is. Even Rooney, his career should have been better than it was, as good as he was, as legendary as Rooney was. He was kind of a bit washed up at 28, 29. But that's because he put himself through too much and didn't live his life right off the pitch. Girona are too desperate here for the equaliser. Cluffy says, so who would you say is the best player in the world right now? Good question. Well, let's not go down the Ballon d'Or route. I mean, for me, I think it's Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe is the best player in the world for me. You're going to have your top. You're going to have your Mbappe, Elise, Dembele. But yeah, for me, it's Mbappe is clear. Because he's got everything you need. Still got the pace, still got the trickery. He's got the goals. Harry Kane as well. I'll put Harry Kane up there. I know you don't like the ex-Tottenham, but Harry Kane is definitely one of them up there for me. So those are my top 4 or 5. How about you, my man? Let me know. Hey, Dushane. How you doing, my bro? It's too easy for Mbappe. 100%. The guy is just, he's next level. He's unstoppable. He's unstoppable. How Real Madrid won him out, I do not know. Dushane Weasley. Welcome to my channel, my bro. Dushane, where are you from, my brother? With a name like Dushane, you must be from America. Please confirm. Are you an Arsenal fan or do you support someone else? Welcome to the channel, my bro. You are good. Love to hear it. Cluffy says, that Georgian. Oh, of course, I should have put him. Kvaratskhelia. Exactly. My bro. You got me there. Him as well. 100%. Yeah, he is next level. He is absolutely next level. So Kvaratskhelia, Michael Elise, Kylian Mbappe, Dembele. Those are my top 4. Just amazing players. Duckington is back. The total lifespan is about 28, but Mbappe is 27. It's coming near to the end of his career. Nah, allow it, man. Allow it. Duckington, I swear, if this is you, it's him. Yes, Deshane, let us know where you're from, my bro, and who you support. Welcome to the channel. This channel is open to everyone. It's friendly. We support all clubs, non-toxic vibes, and it's all about sharing a good time, good vibes. And if you like that sort of stuff, drop a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel, my brother. Doug says, what do you mean? Clive says, unfortunately, we have to put Haaland into it. I hear that. Yeah, he's up there, of course. But the thing is that I'm never going to rate him as the best player in the world because he's a good footballer. He's a good footballer. He's an amazing striker. Probably the most deadliest striker we'll ever see or have ever seen. But the best player, depends what you like in your players, right? But like what you said about Kai Havertz, he's not for me. No, Haaland's not lazy. Nah, he's not lazy. He just like needs to come into the moment when he needs to come into the moment. I love flair players and creative players. And with Mbappe, you get everything. You got the speed, the technique, the goals. He's got everything. Absolutely everything. Mo Salah was lazy, but still can turn it on. Mo Salah weren't lazy. Towards the end, he had to kind of reserve his stuff. But in his earlier days at Liverpool, he was up and down, back and forth. But yeah, that's what I loved about that time there. Him and Sadio Mane, linking up with Bobby Firmino. A tastier trio you are never going to see. Clearly never seen Patrick Ferry 2021. I definitely have not. You can confirm that is true. Best player ever, he says. Ball played over to the left wing. Nice come inside there. Oh, nice play there. So who would you say? Would you say Klopp is Liverpool's best ever manager? Well, not in history. In terms of he's the best manager in my lifetime. Because at the end of the day, I saw Kenny Dalglish manage the club, but I was very young. So my understanding of football was very basic at the time. But yeah, Klopp in recent times, he's my favourite manager. I love him to bits. Love him to bits. You'd run through brick walls for the man. And the reason I rate Klopp so highly, 1 second magic, I'll answer you in a second. The reason I rate Klopp so highly is that he managed to do things that others don't do. He broke up the monopoly of Bayern Munich. When was the last time a team, other than obviously Xabi Alonso's Leverkusen won the Bundesliga? Jurgen Klopp, 2 times in a row, destroyed Bayern Munich. And then he comes to Liverpool with less money, less resources, and builds a super team and wins it all and overthrows Manchester City. Who does that? Jurgen. Magic, welcome to the channel, my bro. Just joined. Who scored? Hopefully you've liked and subscribed. But Arsenal has scored 4 goals. There hasn't been a goal in about 15 minutes, but the goals were scored by Kai Havertz, Max Dowman, the new Greek winger Zolis, and also, who was the other one? It slips my mind. Oh, Gabriel Jesus, the last goal. So yes, that is who has scored. Magic, confirm who you support and where you're from, my bro. Be lovely to hear from you. Duckington says, no, that goes to my father. He won the badminton under-18s Merseyside Championship. I hear you, my bro. A real champion. But yeah, let me know what you think of those thoughts there, Cluffy lad. Doug says, Klopp didn't overthrow Pep. I didn't say overthrew him, but he did topple them because they became champions. If it wasn't, imagine how boring the Premier League would have been without Klopp. Without Liverpool pushing Man City all the way with their infinite resources and that alleged cheating. He managed to overthrow them and win the Premier League. Should have been more. Could have been more. We would have had Man City for like 8 years in a row. And it really would have been the Farmers League. How about that? Exactly, Duckington. We got 98 points and didn't win the league. Who does that? Ridiculous. And we also got 93 points and did not win the league. Ridiculous. And in both those seasons, only lost 1 game. Ridiculous. But that's the levels that Pep took it to with the super squad. And when Liverpool won the league, we won it with 99 points as well. So, you know, Klopp was different gravy. Absolutely different gravy. Thank you, Duckington, for that. Arsenal lost 0. They did in a season, yep. But that was in obviously 2004. That season there when they became the Invincibles. And they got 90 points, which was impressive. But 12 draws, though. 12 draws and 26 wins. When Liverpool won the league, they won 27 out of their first 28. And they'd already won the league by then. Fantastic chat. Some great people that have joined as well. And enjoying the stuff. This game is a bit of a nothing game at the moment. Arsenal have obviously got this game won, sewn up and done. Max Dowman has been the star of the show. So impressive, the youngster. Reece Nelson still retaining that electric pace after his injury. Good player, Reece Nelson, but just probably not Arsenal level. Wonder if you're still there, Harry. If you're still there in the chat, let me know. Good game for your boys, the Arsenal. And yeah, Cluffy, who would you like to see brought in, my man? For Arsenal, who would you like? And are you happy with the Bruno G signing if that happens? Let me know, bro. It's been far too easy for Arsenal. Far too easy. Don't know who the 39 is for Arsenal. Let's have a look. He looks a bit... Somebody Copley. Never heard of him. Right, here they are. Ugh. The number 34 looks gangly as anything. Duckerton says, my younger brother has had a stinker with his 26-27 predictions. What's he going for? It's not FCB. Okay, cool. What's he going for, my bro? Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, Villa, Brentford, Sunderland, Chelsea. What? Bournemouth, Forest, Everton, Coventry, Brighton, Fulham, Hull, Crystal Palace, Tottenham, Leeds, Newcastle. Nah, how old is he? And Ipswich lot. Nah, he's having a laugh. Nah, he's had a meh. He's had a meh. Who does he support? Is he a Man U fan? I mean, if he's a Man U fan, then fair enough. It's not wild. If you're a Man U fan, you're going to be devoted to your club, but fair enough. He's like 10 or something. What do you mean or something? He's your brother. He supports Stoke, but he's more into cricket, I think. Ah, fair enough. You can forgive him. You can forgive him then, bro. Yeah, he's had a bit of a mare there, though, for sure. Right, ball into the box there. Is that going to be... Oh, Girona should have had another one there. I mean, Arsenal will look a bit weak in that second half, but ultimately they've made a lot of changes. And this game is obviously won. Arsenal keeper. I'm not that familiar with this keeper. Oh, that's Meslier. He looks different now. Fair enough. Looks a lot older. He's not so young anymore. Ilian Meslier, the Frenchman. Not sure what the Arsenal fans are going to think of him. I think a lot of the Arsenal fans don't think it's a good signing. Any Arsenal fans in the chat thinking Meslier is a good signing for Arsenal? Let me know. Lots of emojis flying around in the chat. That's what we like to see. Arsenal now playing out from the back. Lots of youngsters on now. So many players I don't recognise. Good play from Copley there. Playing right back. He's having a bit of a mare, Copley, to be fair. Struggling to handle men's football. Ruiz taking a shot. So Arsenal just seeing this out with the youngsters. Absolutely just dominated Girona in the main. Who's Copley? Am I slow? Oh, he's some youngster. So that is about it. I've never seen him before. Playing right back for Arsenal, Copley. Some more subs coming on now. Both teams. Gabriel Jesus comes on. He's gone off again. Yep, looking forward to the Liverpool game taking place. Soldier Field, Chicago tomorrow at 9 p.m. I'll be going live at 8 p.m. in the build-up to the big Liverpool game. Can't wait. Can't wait. Duckerson says FIFA 17 the journey. Do you know what? I played FIFA 17. I played the backside out of FIFA 17. I never played the journey though. What was it? Alex, whatever his name was, the character. I never played it. It was quite cool though. My top 10 games. Ooh, good one. Top 10 games for me. Right, I'll put down my most enjoyed games. Gonna be difficult. Right, Res Evil 4, Street Fighter 6. Let's go. What else? Are Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. Uncharted 3. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. God, so many games. Super Mario World 4. Favorite ever games. Street Fighter 2 and its iterations. Other games. God, so many. It's hard, isn't it? So many good games out there. But honestly, these are the games that I've played the absolute pants off of. I've never tried Skyrim. Do you know what? I'll be real with you, right? I think it's more of the climate I come from and the age I come from. Now, I grew up playing games in the arcade. So things like Outrun, Virtual Racing. I loved arcade games. GTA would be up there, yeah. But as of my favourites, maybe not my favourites, but of course I enjoyed it. But they are some of the greatest games I've ever played. But yeah, what you were saying. So anyway, to answer, with me, I come from the arcades. That was my life. I played in the arcades. I loved the whole, Afterburner. Oh man, I loved Afterburner. That game was rigged though. Once you got to level 12, the game cheated you. You couldn't finish it. Impossible. It wanted you to guzzle those coins. And I was a man with a strict rule. I'm a 20p. My middle name was 1 coin. 1 coin. That's it. I'm not putting in the next coin. You're not fleecing me. I'm from Hackney. Broke ass. So yeah, I'm not getting fleeced by these arcade machines. And that's how you develop your skills. When you're lasting on 1 credit, see how far you can go. But yeah, anyway, so I like kind of short-term games. I'd never be one. I don't like these 40, 50, 60-hour epics. It's not for me. It's too much. If a game has a play span, a duration of say 25 hours tops, that is it for me. I don't want anything longer than that. Oh, of course. How can I leave off my main guy? This game here. More or less my favourite series, Metal Gear Solid, Solid Snake. And boys, let's remember, you got to try and do your best to keep your snake solid, if you feel me. But don't feel me. But you know what I'm saying. So yeah, that is my guy, Solid Snake. Boom. Abby Saunders, welcome to the chat. Abby, another lady in the chat. Come on you Ghana. Come on you Ghana, says Abby. Where you from, Abby? Hopefully you're well. Are you from London yourself, like me originally? And are you enjoying the show that the Gunners are putting on? Abby, introduce yourself. Arthur says, Arsenal smacked up Girona. Arthur, they cleaned these boys out. This was men v boys. And Max Dowman, the youngest boy on the pitch, showed them who was the man. So very impressive. Very, very impressed with the Gunners for sure. So yeah, guys, those are my games there. But yeah, GTA is obviously a top game blocks for real. How long have you been supporting Arsenal, Abby? Please let us know. Block says a golfing class. Oh, 100%. 100%. And considering that ultimately, Girona would have been fitter than Arsenal. They're playing in their home stadium and they got destroyed 4-1 at home. Incredible stuff from Arsenal, to be fair. Arsenal sent Girona back to the second tier In fact, Arsenal sent them man to the shadow realm. That's where they sent them. It was over. Girona come back. Here we go. Nah, definitely not. They got finessed. But yes, very enjoyable game. Very enjoyable stream. What are some of your favourite video games, people? Feel free to share. Has this made you think that Arsenal are definite favourites for the title? Are they looking scary? To be honest with you, Max Dowman is looking absolutely impressive. I tell you what, if he keeps putting in performances like this, Bukayo Saka will have a task on his hands to keep this boy off. As for Madueke, this boy's already ahead of him. This guy is better than Madueke already. No doubt in my mind. Peter says, do you remember R-Type? Hey, another legendary game. R-Type and R-Time 2. Send out your ball from the front. Bring it back. Put it on the back. Depending on when you want to go. That game was rock hard though. Absolute nails. Block says, any Pokemon games on your list? Nah, come on, man. I'm born in... Where I'm born, there was no Pokemon. My kids play Pokemon. My middle son, he loves Pokemon. But nah, I don't play Pokemon, bro. Not for me. Nothing against it. I don't mind turn-based games and whatnot. But, yeah, Pokemon, that's not my bag, my bro. Stoke just finished their friendly. What was the score? Did FCB go? Our third game against them. Our first, none lost. So what was the score? I never got into Pokemon. Yeah, me neither. But I really shouldn't really. Not at my age. But Duckton says 1-1. Fair enough. That's a good result versus Valencia. You know what I mean? Arsenal just destroyed La Liga team. And Stoke holding a team 1-1 is decent result. So fair play. Fair play. But yeah, loving the video games. Is everyone going to be playing the new GTA when it comes out? I'm 100% all over that, Blocks. GTA 6, sign me up. I can't wait. Because not only obviously well with football on my channel, I play video games as I said. I'm a big Street Fighter 6 fan and play it to a good level. But yes, I'm definitely looking forward to GTA 6. Hopefully going online with some of the community. Some people that are in the channel. And once I sort out the bandwidth and I can do certain things, I would definitely be live streaming my Street Fighter 6 on YouTube. But at the moment, I'm sticking to Twitch for my Street Fighter 6 content. But yeah, I need to improve and keep getting better at the game. But any of these games these days, they require so much devotion to keep pushing on. And even just to maintain your skill level. If you play games online, you can't even afford to take a few days off. As soon as you take a few days off, it's like a real life sport. You start regressing. It's crazy. Right, Duxton says, nah, it's too much storage for my PS5. I hear that, my bro. Arthur says, Tranmere 2, Rochdale 2, 2-1 on pens. Laugh out loud. Yeah, laughing at you. My dad's Tranmere fan. Exactly, that's why he's laughing at you. Arthur's a devious man. FCB said he's a Tranmere fan. He obviously, of course, they like Tranmere because their father supports it. So, fair play to these boys. Respecting their pups and his legacy as a Tranmere fan. But yeah, I hear that. So Blocks, what kind of retro games do you play, my man? So I'm assuming you're offline, obviously. You're not really playing the online things and whatnot. But yeah, honestly, there's a lot of video games out there that are absolute classics. I used to love myself a little bit on Onimusha, the series as well. What else is there? I used to love FIFA. I used to love PES. PES is up there. That is obviously one of my favourites. PES between 1998 and 2006, every year I'll be banging out PES, 100%. A two-piece shooter at the arcade. Duxton says, yeah, I hear that. But yeah, International Superstar Soccer. I used to play it on Super Famicom, which is a Japanese version of Super Nintendo in the early 90s. And PES used to be called, well, Japanese, in Japan it had a different name. It was called Winning 11. Oh my days. The first time I saw Winning 11, imagine, you had the whole menu system completely in Japanese. You couldn't read a thing. But when you're a kid, you figure it out because you want to figure it out. And boy, certain man could not start that game. But boy, I had that game locked. You might as well say I could read Japanese. That's how good I was at that game. Let's go. But yeah. Duxton says, yeah, my first time that I never gamble. I hear that, my bro. Block says, right now I'm playing some Dragon Ball Z Budokai on a PSP emulator. Right, you're a real one. But I hear that, my bro. Yeah, my middle son, he loved a bit of Budokai himself. Budokai Tenchai 3 or whatever it's called. Budokai, I can't remember the name of it. But my middle son, he loves Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, funny enough, yeah, I remember back in the day in secondary school having a Dragon Ball Z game without even knowing what Dragon Ball Z was. But yeah, seeing that Kamehameha. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. But honestly, when you're a kid, that wonder in you where you would just sit down and try and figure things out. Honestly, incredible stuff. But yeah, those were the days, man. Those are the days, honestly. But with myself, I love the thrill of the arcade where you just never know what you're going to do. But honestly, playing your games like your Double Dragon, putting in your coins. Do you know what I mean? I used to have some amazing achievements, and I'm not here just to just glazing myself up. But honestly, back in the day, I was the kind of guy, I put my 20p in Shinobi. I finished that game. Shinobi. I finished that game without dying. I was a demon. Honestly, unreal. Double Dragon, finish that game, 1 credit, get to the boss, Big Willie at the end with a machine gun. It didn't matter. He had to hold one of them elbows and it was peak. Then at the end, I'd beat up my best friend as well because it would come down to the battle to see who got the girl. And you know, your boy Ade ended the victory by taking Jessica home, and that was her name. Thomas, I hope you're not listening to me, but the girl was called Jessica. Hold that. Right, anyway, Dugton says, are you doing a debate stream tonight? Nah, bro, I've done 3 live streams today. I can barely talk. My voice is gone. Whoa, you're crazy. My voice might as well be over in St. Lucia with blocks over there. My voice is gone. But no, seriously, I'm going to do a debate show. Let me think. What day would you like me to do one? Let's have a look at the friendlies and see when there's nothing on and I can try and fit one in. Let's have a look. So just so you know, blocks, because you're new to the channel, what I also do as well as watch-alongs, as well as obviously my other videos, we do debate shows where we talk about current events, states of the club. We open up the debates to the audience if they want to throw in a topic. So we go from topics 1 to 9. We spend 15 minutes on a topic. We shoot the breeze, have a little vote on it, have a little consensus, and enjoy some football chat. So that's what we do on the channel, my bro. So look out for the debate shows. But let's see when we could do one. I'll consult the diary. Dougson says Space Invaders overrated. Yeah, that game used to just kill a man. Not good. Block says my fave game series would be The Legend of Zelda from them. But top is Phantom Hourglass for the DS. Do you know something? Zelda, obviously, I didn't play Zelda 1 and 2 on the NES because that's just too old for me. But Link to the Past, oh my days, what a game. Ocarina of Time, boom, sign me up. And then when it started to get into things like the GameCube, I'd kind of had enough of Zelda by then. I weren't feeling it. But Arthur says, Ade is 4 off of 300 now. Is that right, Arthur? Let me go and confirm. Yes, the channel is growing on a daily basis. 296 subscribers. And ultimately, this channel, I'm not even bigging it up just because it's mine. It's such a cool place. So many friendly people on. At the end of the day, no toxicity. And we're all here just making friends, enjoying chat, sharing life experiences. That is what it's all about. Thank you for the big up, Arthur. 1986 Pocket Soccer. I don't know that one. Incredible game. Even 4 years later. Never heard of it. Remember me when you famous. Bro, I don't forget people. I'm not like that. I never forget a face. And I remember people on my journey in life. Wherever I go. But to be honest with you, I'm kind of like that. I've always been a good chap like that. A decent guy at heart. And I remember everyone along the way. 100%. But I hear you with the ha-ha, my man. I hear you with the ha-ha. My son is giving that in the elbow like, yeah, sure, buddy. Whatever, you just get your clothes and get out of here, kid. How about that? But yes, good stuff. Now, it's all right. We all got to enjoy these moments and enjoy the journey, whatever we're up to in life. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, man, love me some video games. I'm definitely, like I said, going to be getting into the next GTA. But yeah, there's got to be some good games coming along the way. I still need to pick up Resident Evil 9. I need to be hitting that. That's a little bit long overdue, but I've been so busy with normal life, routine and stuff like that, family, etc. YouTube, Twitch, you know, it's honestly, this YouTube thing feels like a full-time job. I can't lie, but it is what it is. I'm loving it, so it's all good. Peter says, did you ever play Ghosts and Goblins? Oh my days, of course I did. Ghosts and Goblins, Ghosts and Goblins is basically the hardest game ever made. Absolutely ridiculous. I defy anyone to finish that game. If you could get off the first stage and beat the first boss, you done well. Of course, I could. But hey, it's tough as nails. couldn't ever get past the second stage. Not on 1 credit. And as I said, I'm a 1 credit guy. But yeah, also as well, Peter, I had it on Super Famicom. They did the sequel, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, which wasn't, sorry. So you had Ghosts and Goblins, then you had Ghouls and Ghosts, which was the arcade games. And then on Super Nintendo, you had Super Ghouls and Ghosts. And that game was sensational. Luckily, you could continue back then. But yeah, the only way you're finishing that game was about 100 continues. That game was absolute nails, as they say. But yeah, great shout, Peter. Top game. Yeah, circa 1985. Yeah, man. Those are the days, bro. Those were the days. And nothing better than a feeling when you walked into an arcade and somebody just left a random free credit in there. You looked around, you was like, oh my days. I'm going to get mine. And yeah, you'd be all over it. But yeah, wicked times, bro. Ghosts and Goblins. What a game that was. Sensational. And that Arthur, if you know, the character in the game is called Arthur the Knight. Sir Arthur the Knight. What a game that was. Ghosts and Goblins. And they've done another one in recent times, Peter. A few years back now, they've got it on the Switch, the Nintendo console. It's called Ultimate Ghosts and Goblins. And it's a beautiful looking game. Very pretty and still hard as nails as well. Duckton says, saw a video of high school and 2 kids were insulting these other 2. And then one of the kids getting insulted lifted up the other and said, do a Mortal Kombat fatality on him. That is peak. Wow. And that's the thing. You got to be careful who you're talking to in this world. You never know who can end your grind. So yeah, as soon as a man drops you out like Shao's, what's it called? Like Shang Tsung, or whatever his name is in a thing, or Raiden, it's game over. But yeah. But speaking of fighting games, Mortal Kombat, weirdly, is the most successful fighting game in history, even though it's not the best game in fighting history. So weird. Americans prop up Mortal Kombat in a mad way. It's such a weird thing how Mortal Kombat is the best-selling fighting game of all time, but yet after a year, it dies instantly. Where Street Fighter, the superior game, is still second best in terms of sales. But honestly, Street Fighter is the gold standard when it comes to fighting games. And I love it. And instead of raiding the big boss, I'm all about that main guy, M. Bison, the real G, with that psycho power. I'm bringing death and destruction to every man I come across online. Let's go. But I'm honestly glazing because I'm getting lightheaded. It's been a long old day, but it's all good. Duckerton says, Street Fighter 2 arcade machine is at Stoke in the family area. I sit there. I hear you, my man. There's always got to be a Street Fighter 2 arcade machine somewhere. That is the game that used to dominate the world. The world's most popular game in the world in the early 90s. We always play that pre-match. I hear that, my bro. I hear that. Got to have a little classic Ryu and Ken match. You know what I mean? Get them Hadoukens flowing. That is what it's all about. Peter's off-ski. See you later, people. Peter, have a lovely evening, my bro. Hopefully catch you soon, my bro. Right, on that note, should I say, I really should do one now because I've been live streaming all day. This will be my third match. We did the Chelsea Spurs game, which was a banger. We did a Man United Atletico Madrid game, which was so-so, but solid performance from Man United, very impressive. And then we've just watched Girona versus Arsenal, with Arsenal have slapped Girona off the pitch in sensational form, with Max Dowman being man of the match, in my opinion. So, on that note, I'm going to call it a day and go rest the vocal cords. I'm back again for a live watch-along tomorrow, starting at 8 p.m. for Liverpool, my boys, LFC, taking on Leeds United in the city of Chicago at Soldier Field. So, on that note, before you go, do you have a Twitch? I certainly do, my bro. Let me get it for you. And you can follow me on there. I need to get back on my Twitch grind and ultimately start progressing my Street Fighter 6 content. I've taken a little bit of a mini break over the World Cup, but I'm going to get back on it. If anyone does play Street Fighter 6, there's my username. And there it... Oh, no, I put in the wrong one there. That's my... what a fool. Where is my Twitch? Let me get that for you, brother. 1 sec. Oosh. There it is. Actually, let me just copy the whole thing in there. Bang. There you go. There's the socials. There's the socials for the channel. So you got my Twitch there, my Discord, and the Instagram. So a link to my Twitch is at the top one. It's Twitch TV /Veteran Arcade Soldier. That's where it's at. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Wicked Blocks. Lovely meeting you, my brother. You take care. Hopefully you're dining out on the Arsenal. And yeah, feel free to come into the watch along tomorrow. Be nice to have a catch up and enjoy the game live from 8 o'clock. Duckington, get on to the Twitch account and drop a follow. I look forward to see you on there, my bro. Respect. There it is there. The link to the Twitch channel. There you go, my bro. Love to see a follow on there. But on that note, everybody, take care of yourself. We've had some amazing watch-alongs today. Many new friends, many new subscribers, and some beautiful conversations along the way while seeing loads of the biggest and best teams of England. We've watched Chelsea today, Spurs, Arsenal, and Man United. Do. Very impressive. So on that note, my name is Ade, the veteran arcade soldier. I'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves, everyone, and have a fantastic night. Look after yourselves. Goodbye.